Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
We're getting set for Montana State and Southern Utah from Bozeman today. I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, and we're getting set now with our Kendall Ford keys to the game as the Bobcats and Thunderbirds renew their rivalry in Bozeman. Brian, what are some of the keys you're looking for in this ball game today?
Well, what I'm hoping for is that the game the other night on Saturday night was kind of the moment where this ball club figured out Coach Logie's system. 22 assists, they got the free throw line, they shot the three well. So what I'm looking for is this newfound offense coming off the 11-day layoff that the Bobcats have figured some things out. So I'm looking for assist to field goal ratios. 22 of 33 shots the other night that went down were off of assists. That's a season high. That's 67%. They're only averaging 48% on the rest of the season. So that's a huge jump in one game, and that's also the highest they shot from three all season. So if that's something they learn, I'm watching for that. And I'm also watching for their field goal attempts. Again, they were struggling all year just getting the foul line. Such a chore. Their three-game losing streak, they were 17 of 28 from the foul line. The other night, 20 of 23. More makes in one game than in the previous three. And I think, or I hope, that these guys figured something out on the offensive end that's going to carry this team going forward.
One of the guys who figured something out of the offensive end in that last game was Brian Garacki, 29 points. He went 10 of 10 from the free throw line in that game. He was just 3 points shy of his career high when he was at the D2 level at Point Loma, but his high here at Montana State. So that was positive to see. Also for Tyler Patterson, knocked down some threes, and Patterson has now moved into 10th place in program history in three-point field goal makes. He's had 164 now. He passed Bobby Howard this week, who graduated in 2011. Patterson has a great shot to become just the fifth Bobcat ever to reach 200 career three-point field goal makes. Should get there, depending on when, but that'd be a big honor for him when he can get there.
Yeah, no question, especially in this day and age of transfer portal. Guys actually breaking school records are going to become more and more rare.
The other big number coming out of that game against Sagu was from Robert Ford. He hit the 7 threes in that game. That was 2 shy of the program's single-game record, which was set by Danny Sprinkle back in 1991. And how about Tyler Hall? He hit 8 threes in a game 4 different times, the all-time great three-point shooter in program history. So of the 5 times somebody's hit 8, he did it 4 times. So that was right where Rob Ford was in his performance. So it was good to see some of those shots falling. I think one question fans may have would be how much of those shots falling were based on the opponent they were playing, or is this something that can carry over, which is kind of what you mentioned.
Yeah, and I think that's really the key that we're looking for tonight, right? Was that an epiphany because you were playing a bad team and you did what you did, or was that, hey, we had 11 days, we got better, we figured some things out, we're figuring out the system, understanding where shots are going to come from and how to create for each other, and if so, and that carries on to a better opponent, a Division I opponent, you can start to really see where that could take this team long term.
And for this Southern Utah team, so you kind of mentioned it earlier, they split. They beat Idaho State, lost at Northern Arizona in what was, as you mentioned, a very, very close game. 13 lead changes, like 9 ties, back and forth, and Northern Arizona won on a late last-second tip. And for Northern Arizona, by the way, they've won 4 straight games, 3 straight games on a last-second bucket, which is just wild from any team at any time.
I know. It reminds me of Portland State last year, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
They had that stretch. They hit a crazy one at NAU, and it spurred this like 4 and 5 games where they just kept hitting buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's man, the conference season's going to be fun. It's going to be all over the place. Anybody's going to be able to beat anybody any night. It's going to be a lot of fun to see all that when we do get there. Finally, though, for the Southern Utah team, we mentioned a lot of different faces and different looks, but ultimately they've got a redshirt freshman, number 4, Braden Housley, who's played really well, 16 steals. He's been running this offense well. Dominique Ford is a guy who scored a bunch of points in that last game, averaging 15 a game. He had the big game for Idaho last year when the Cats got upset at Idaho on that Monday night. He had 4 threes, Now he's playing well. And then they just added as well Jamari Sibley, who is a 2-time D1 transfer, and because of that restraining order and everything that happened through the courts in the last 2 weeks, he's able to play. He put up 15 points in this last game. So they're starting to really kind of build some things right now for Southern Utah.
Yeah, the interesting thing is their starters have 87% of their total offense on the season. And that is an obnoxiously high number,
yeah,
as you can imagine. And so simply makes a big difference for them because it gives them a sixth man that can score. But they have 6 guys right now averaging double figures. He's only played 1 game, but he's averaging it for now.
Yeah, that's probably based on watching him play in that game, he's going to keep doing something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to take a break. On the other side of this timeout, we'll get you caught up on some other scores and news, and then later we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie and get into this matchup between the Bobcats and the Thunderbirds. We're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Discover the difference a family-owned Montana bank can make for you and your business. Stockman Bank is focused only on Montana, no place else. So you come first with us. Enjoy a local banking experience uniquely designed to meet the financial needs of your Montana business. Visit your neighborhood Stockman Bank to say hello and let us earn your trust and your business. Moving Montana forward. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Back at the break, getting set for Montana State and Southern Utah today. And before we get to our prime lending tip-off coming up at the top of the hour, it's time now to take a look at some of the other scores from both around the Big Sky and the nation today. There's only one other Big Sky game scheduled today. It's that team over the hill in Maroon. They are out at UC Davis, so it's the Grizzlies and the Aggies coming up later today. So we will keep an eye on that one as the day progresses. Some of the finals from yesterday: Eastern Washington beat Cal Poly 62-53. Portland State won at Fresno State 75-72 in overtime. Portland State, Brian, they've looked really good in the non-conference right now.
Yeah, non-conference is a indicator they're going to be in the mix for the championship.
So that's another Mountain West road victory for the Big Sky as Montana beat San Jose State on Sunday, 86-75. And a couple of days ago, Weber won at Wyoming. So, I mean, really, in the last couple of days, that's 3 road wins against Mountain West teams with Big Sky. That's a nice sign.
It's been a really good week for the Big Sky Conference. It's funny because as we had the Washington game and the 3-game losing streak, that was also a time where the league was just struggling in a ton of games. So good to see the league representing well.
Interesting one tomorrow as well. Northern Arizona is at San Francisco, so that one should be interesting to keep an eye on Thursday. Northern Colorado is at Air Force, and Idaho State is at Oregon State. Idaho is at UC Riverside, so another common opponent to keep an eye on. And Eastern Washington is at Washington, University of Washington, so another common opponent there to keep an eye on it as well. Some of the top 25 games going on around the country today. Number 20, James Madison beating Coppin State 82-44 late in the second half. Number 23, Memphis beating up number 22, Virginia 67-46. That game's got 6 minutes to go in the second half. Number 25, Ole Miss is hosting Troy. They're up 72-50 late in the second. And number 6, Marquette, a couple minutes into that game, leads Providence 9-4. And if you're looking for some hoops tomorrow as well, number 10 Baylor and number 21 Duke battle. That'll be a good game coming up tomorrow. And number 11 North Carolina taking on number 7 Oklahoma. So a lot of fun marquee matchups around the country. And we got a great matchup in front of us today between the Bobcats and the Thunderbirds. Before we get to our tip-off, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Back on the pregame show as we get set for Montana State and Southern Utah today. I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, here we go, getting into this nice stretch. And in the last game against Sagu, a lot of threes falling, 23s. When you do look at your three-point shot selection and how you guys evaluate that, is there a certain amount of number of three-point shots you want to get, or is there a percentage of the shots that you want? It's a 2-point, 3-point. Like, how do you look at that from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are trying to get great shots every time down, and you know, I think the key to getting 3-point shots is spacing, and at times tempo and pace. You know, we got a lot of threes in transition the other night, and that's because that's what the defense was giving us. That was what their defensive choices led to. You know, and so tonight Southern Utah is one of the best 3-point defensive teams in the country, play a little bit different style, and so you've got to attack a little bit differently against various defenses. But all in all, we want to let the ball dictate where the great shots come from and do it together as a group.
What are some of the things that Southern Utah does so well to effectively deter that three-point shot?
Well, I think they have a high pressure level in the passing lanes, and so they're usually there on the catch. Even if they don't deny the pass, they're there when you catch the ball. And so that's one of the primary ways you can cut down on three-point shots is just being there on the catch. Once a guy shoots it, it's up to the basketball gods. And so they do a good job of limiting catch-and-shoot shots because of that. But they do open themselves up a little bit in transition for those opportunities, and then because of that denial, that opens up the paint for penetration and post-up opportunities too. So there's always another side of that coin.
Jaden Garone got a chance to make his debut in this last game. Always excited when guys can do that, get his first Bobcat points. Tell us a little bit about Garone and kind of what kind of player he can be for you guys.
Yeah, Jaden's someone that obviously is just trying to get his feet wet and get in the rhythm with the rest of the group right now. But he's got great length and size as a guard. He handles the ball well. He's a very good passer, and he can make shots. And so that's nice to have a little bit more depth in that area of our roster right now, considering some of the other injuries that we've had.
Well, let's get into this Southern Utah team. We saw them last year at Southern Utah, but a very different look, new head coach, a lot of different transfers and different players on this roster. One of the guys that is fairly familiar is Dominic Ford. He was at Idaho last year, so Cats fans saw him there. But averaging 15 points per game, had a big game last time out against Northern Arizona. Tell us a little bit about Ford and how he scores the ball.
Yeah, Dominique is a very aggressive player, someone that I think has been rejuvenated by the fresh start and an opportunity with a blank slate to play with a lot of confidence and freedom. Southern Utah does a really good job of both Ford as well as Zion Young of playing in isolations, especially in the mid-post area, and those guys are athletic slashers, but can both shoot it as well. So you got to guard them at all three levels, and he's somebody that certainly can get hot.
Also on the interior, Parza Fala, another guy is big. He's coming in at 6'9". He's a redshirt freshman, but guy who had a good game last time out and can do some good things. How do you guys match up against his size and physicality inside?
Yeah, he's been a problem for everybody this year. Teams that have chosen to play him straight up, he's been very efficient. He's scored the ball at a high rate with high percentages, and in the games that they've won, he's averaged 17 points a game. And so the teams that have been most effective against Southern Utah have made him play in a crowd and forced him to be more of a distributor. He has a negative assist-to-turnover ratio, so we want to make him uncomfortable, not allow him to catch the ball where he normally does, not allow him to play in isolations and in space, because he's very crafty. He's got tremendous footwork, good length. He can use both hands, and so he's a handful. But we've got to have an attack mentality, and that's what we're going to do tonight.
All right, looking forward to it, Coach. Appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Southern Utah. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead on the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
At Prime Lending, our one-of-a-kind mortgage approach combines a personal touch with just enough technology to turn a traditionally complex process into something better. Think of us like your home buying coach, friend, cheerleader, and teammate, all in one. From application to closing, we are your home loan partners that have your back every step of the way. Reach out to your local Prime Lending team to experience a home loan made simple. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender.
As a Montana parent, I want to be at my best for my child. I've learned that if I want to be at my best, then I need to take care of myself. ParentingMontana.org has podcast episodes about taking care of my own health and well-being, improving my relationship with my parenting partner, and supporting my child's physical and mental health. I found the podcast to be informative, relatable, and I can tune in whenever I have time. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. And by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
He's got it to the rack. Two-hand slam. Robert Ford for three. Got it! Put a stamp on it. You are witnessing the golden age of Bobcat basketball.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Montana State hit the century mark last time out, coming off an 11-day layoff. Is that the start of something bigger for the Bobcats, and can they get things rolling here against a very familiar foe in the Southern Utah University Thunderbirds? Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position as we get set for our Prime Lending tip-off coming up at the top of the hour here in just a few moments. Before we dive into our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe. Trevor Dominuk is back in the studios today. This evening, it's Montana State University coming in at 4-5. They snapped a 3-game losing streak last time out here. For Southern Utah, the Thunderbirds, they come in at 3-7. They're 0-2 in conference so far. They already got 2 conference games in, including a 10-point loss against Seattle University. The Bobcats played very tightly on the road earlier this season, and now we're getting ready to go for the Bobcats and the Thunderbirds today as Montana State tries to get things rolling. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups, and we will start first with the visiting Thunderbirds as submitted by first-year head coach Rob Jeter. Their guards are Dominic Ford, Braden Housley, and Prophet Johnson. In the front court, we'll see Parsa Fala, and we'll also see Zion Young as their starting 5. For Montana State, Eddie Turner, Tyler Patterson, Robert Ford, Brian Garacki, and Brandon Walker. The Bobcats in the home whites with the navy blue font and the blue and gold piping down the side of the shorts. And for Southern Utah, in the all blacks with red trim and highlights and white font across the chest. We're ready to rock, and it's the Bobcats and the Thunderbirds. And There we go, Brian. We'll see if Montana State can get things carrying over a little bit.
Yeah, it should be interesting. The T-Birds have not been great defensively this year. They're giving up 50% from the field from opponents, 78 points a game. Bobcats can keep that offensive rhythm from Saturday night. Should be a fun night.
The ball is tossed in the air. The tip is won by Southern Utah. And here we go from the brick. The tip-off presented by Priebe Lending. Priebe Lending, home loans made simple. So Southern Utah with the ball to our right to get things started. It's up to the top. Fala bounces it down to the post on the left side for Dominique Ford. Skip pass over to the right wing. Zion Young with a tough two-hand catch. He hands it off on the right wing with 7 to shoot. Prophet Johnson with the bounce at 5. Gives it into the right corner, 3. Here's a 3-ball attempt, and Zion Young rings it in. Zion Young, the Chicago native who transferred from Oakland University, knocks down a 3-ball, and we are underway with Southern Utah leading 3-0. Montana State now with their first possession. Ford has it down mid-post, bounces it to the free throw line for Eddie Turner. Gives it down to the right block for Brandon Walker. Back to the basket, working on Fala. Turns left and hooks it in with the right hand. Brandon Walker with the first 2 points for the Bobcats. Thunderbirds race the other way quickly. Housley, the point guard, has the dribble. He throws it down to the mid-post left side. Skip pass into the right corner. Zion Young for 3. Rimming, no. Took 2 big hops. Did not fall. Montana State the other way. Eddie Turner sets it up out on the right wing. Throws it down to the mid-post. Here's Brandon Walker going back to work on the right side of the lane. Spins to the left shoulder, has it stripped free, and it's saved across the baseline. Back to Walker. Recovers it, goes up and lays it in. Fala stripped it from Walker, but it was going out of bounds. Fala jumped over the baseline and saved it right into Walker's hands. And he had an easy lay-in after that.
Yeah, and if Southern Utah is going to play Brandon Walker one-on-one, he's going to have a big night because he can score if you give him room.
Housley, right wing 3. That's no good. Follow the rebound. Had it poked out of his hands by Ford, and it stays here as it bounces across the baseline. 18 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State leading 4-3.
Doesn't this team just have a little different countenance? You know, it's funny, you lose 3 in a row and then you get a victory, and all of a sudden there's just a different level of energy from this ball club. On the inbounds pass, a bounce pass to Dominique Ford, and he's able to lay it in underneath. Now, we did see this kind of bounce at the start of that Sagu game as Turner slices into the lane, misses the layup as he paid too much attention to the contact, and so Utah rushes the other way. Fala going to the rack, and he lays it in with a little finger roll off the right hand. But we did see this kind of energy at the start of that Sagu game, then it kind of waned in the middle portion of that first half. We'll see if the Cats can keep this thing rolling. Eddie Turner, left corner 3. Ooh, swirls out. Oh, that was halfway down and pops out. It's good ball movement that time by the Cats. That's a good look. Those are the shots you want to see the Cats take. Dominique Ford with it. He's got it out in the left wing, works his way down to the left baseline, puts up a runner, and that's good. Right to the right hand. Dominique Ford, 4 points now, averaging 15 a game, and had a nice game, 19 points against NAU last time out a couple of days ago. Yeah, 6-0 run for Southern Utah there. 3 quick possessions, 3 quick buckets.
Bounce pass underneath. Brandon Walker with a layup attempt. That's no good. Second attempt off the O-board. That's no good. And Southern Utah clears the rebound. Zion Young into the front court setting it up, averaging 12.5 points a game. Hands it off to Ford. Overhead pass into the left corner. Lob down into Fala. Turns and lays it in. That was a mismatch. Fala against Rob Ford. They took advantage of it.
Yeah, they're trying to take advantage of the fact the Bobcats switch a lot of these ball screens and get those big on little matchups in the paint.
Brandon Walker out on the right wing with the basketball for the Bobcats. They're down 11-4. 8-0 run. Here's a left wing 3. Tyler Patterson can't get it to go. The Thunderbirds can extend this 8-0 run that's lasted nearly 2 minutes. Johnson has it up at the top. Bounce to Fala. Hand off to Housley on the left wing. The point guard works his way down to the left block. Goes up, and that's good, and a foul. Eddie Turner with the foul. And the bucket is good as Housley fought through all that contact. First 2 points for him, first foul on Eddie Turner.
Yeah, 5 for 5. 5 straight possessions, 5 straight buckets in and around the basket. Bobcats defense has lost its effectiveness, if nothing else, here in the last 2+.
Housley's free throw is good, so he completes the three-point play. You know, the Bobcats did score over 100 against Sagu. They also gave up over 80 points in that game. They've given up a few big totals. They're 9th in the conference in field goal percentage allowed at 47%. Bobcats down 10. They trail 14-4 with just over 16 minutes to go in the first half. Chika Duduka gives it out to the left wing for Rob Ford. Gets down to the left baseline, back to Duduka, mid-post left side. Works out to the free throw line, hands it off for Patterson, off a screen, tries the mid-range jumper, that's good. Tyler Patterson from the free throw line knocking down the jumper. Let's see if that gets him going. I needed that to stop that run. Now you need a defensive stop as Thunderbirds have hit their last 5 shots. Ball around the perimeter for the Thunderbirds. Skip pass to the right wing, Housley. Eddie Turner there with the closeout. Toss back up to the top, and then to the right wing, Housley down into the mid-post. It got knocked out of bounds by Ford, but it goes off Fala and out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Well, good job by Ford coming in there and poking it out of the hands of Fala, and then he touched it last, so it will be Bobcat basketball when we come back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats trailing 14-6 against the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. You're listening to Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
For every adventure and every mishap, Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United Agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you are staying strong and healthy on and off the field. 15:33 to go in the first half. Montana State trailing Southern Utah 14-6. The Thunderbirds rolling offensively right now, Brian.
Yeah, you can't give up 75% in your house and expect things to go well, but that 11-0 run was just literally 5 stops and 5 buckets on the other end for the T-Birds. They did what they had to do to build it up. Bobcats need to respond right here.
For Montana State, they've got 4 points from Brandon Walker, 2 from Tyler Patterson. That's it so far, as they've started 3 of 8 from the field. Montana State with the ball to our left, the home whites. Forward out on the right elbow. Picks up the dribble. Housley is very good defensively, is right there. Bounce down to Garacki. He goes up with a right-hand slam. That's no good, and it bounces out of bounds. That was a big, thunderous attempt, but it goes off the inside of the iron as he was getting pestered defensively by Fala.
Yeah, it was a good little backdoor action there as Rob Ford had picked up his dribble. Southern Utah went to the full deny everywhere, and Garacki made a great backdoor cut, just didn't finish.
Well, Garacki's got a chance to put up some highlights this year. One of the most athletic guys on the floor. Lob down to the right post. Turn, lefty hook, rimming, no. Rebound tip, Bobcats win it. Good hustle on the glass that time. Montana State from right to left. Set it up at the top. Rob Ford running the offense. Bounce to Duduka. He's still at the top of the key. Lefty dribble, tries to hand it off to Patterson, denied by Ford. Now to a backdoor cut for Garacki. That got tipped free. It's loose, and the Cats save it on the right sideline. 10 to shoot. Garacki on the right wing with it now. 6 to shoot. Garacki with the dribble, 5. Garacki left around a screen, dials up a contested 3. Got it. Brian Garacki at the end of the shot clock reigns in the 3 with a hand in his face from the left wing.
And the Cats answer with a 5-0 run. See if they can keep it rolling with another stop.
Got it down to a 5-point deficit, trailing 14-9. 14:20 to go in the first half. Dominique Ford down to the right baseline, gets inside, lays it up, no, through contact, no call. It's out of bounds, and it's Bobcat basketball. Boy, physical play. Eddie Turner and Dominique Ford met in the air, and Turner won.
Yeah, both teams right now are getting after it physically. Southern Utah kind of set that tone, probably was the key to their 11-0 run, but the Cats raised their level and answered back.
The Cats have the physicality and energy you want to see. It's just the consistency of that hasn't been there yet, but it's coming. Eddie Turner into the paint, pulls up, righty floater is good. Boy, that's just Eddie Turner getting to a spot and putting it home.
Yeah, second time he's got there. First one rimmed out. That one he got all the way there and finished it beautifully.
Southern Utah working offensively. Now in a one-possession game as the Cats are on a 7-0 run. Follow a double down to the right block, kicks it out to the left corner. Ford for three. In and out. Rebound tipped, and Rob Ford wins it. Baseball pass ahead to Garacki, and he wisely slows it down. Gives it to Ford. He dials up a topside three. Count it. Rob Ford, who had 7 of those last time out, buries his first 3 of the day.
And the Bobcats go 10-0, coming right back at you. 4 for 4 from the field. Southern Utah hasn't scored in 3 minutes. They've missed their last 4.
So we got this game tied after the Ford 3. It's 14 apiece with just over 13 minutes to go in the first half. Housley, the redshirt freshman point guard, picked up his dribble in the lane, gets rid of it out to the top. A drive down to the mid-post, pull-up mid-range jumper, no good, that was flat. The Cats have the rebound. Bobcats try to push it, a 14-point tie with 13 minutes to go in the first. Turner to the left wing, pulls up at the left elbow, down to Naduka from the middle of the lane. The runner is up, no good. The Cats bench though still clapping. That was the ball movement they wanted.
Great feed by Turner there to get Naduka that look. He just had it rim out.
Dominique Ford in the middle of the paint, misses the layup. Fala wins the rebound, then had it knocked free. Bodies diving on the hardwood, and a whistle and a jump ball, and it will be Montana State basketball. 12:33 to go in the first half. This game tied at 14 points. Both teams with double-digit runs already.
Yeah, that's pretty unique right there. Usually when you go into a game, you say, hey, if we can get 3 runs of around 8-0, 10-2, we should be able to win this going away. Well, maybe not tonight. Maybe tonight's just a 10-run here, 10-run there. Bobcats still have a chance to push this thing to 12 or even 13-0.
Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Sam Leckalot checks in for Eddie Turner, so the Cats get a little bit bigger right now. Leckalot has it at the top. Still holding. Lobs to Naduka. Get past to Ford from the left corner. His 3 ball. That's a little bit short. Rebound won by Southern Utah. Thunderbirds moving from left to right. Housley out on the left wing. Drives down to the mid-post left side. Tyler Patterson cuts him off and has to reverse the ball up to the top. Now Ford on the drive. And we got a whistle and an offensive foul. Robert Ford takes the charge against Dominique Ford. Dominique's first, and that takes us to a timeout. 11:59 to go in the first half. Big swings already, and it settled us in a 14-point tie between Montana State and Southern Utah. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. We'll be back at the Ribbon Chop House on Tuesday, January 2nd for our first Cat Chat. Montana State is 15-0 against Southern Utah here. They've won 5 straight in the all-time series, and it is a dogfight to start. 11:59 to go in the first half, and this game tied at 14 points, but both teams have already put together double-digit runs.
Yeah, double-digit runs, name of the game. Cats' current run is 10-0 over 4 minutes. They've held Southern Utah 0 for their last 5. They haven't scored for 4 minutes, and Cats have the ball after the first turnover of the game.
Rob Ford hands it off to Lecolot, back to Ford. He drives from the right wing, pulls up on the right block, nowhere to go. Housley, good defense. Brings it back out beyond the arc. Now curls the free throw line. Bounce down to Duduka. Back to the basket on the right block. Working into the paint. Spins left shoulder. Denied. Whistle and a foul. Kind of bailed out there as Nestor Diachuk was disrupting his verticality, but Duca didn't really have a great plan there.
Yeah, I don't think Duca was going to make anything good of that, but drawing the foul counts. You'll take it. Cats get a little more time on the shot clock because of it.
Ford ready to inbound to the baseline. Into Garacki. Baseline jumper on the right side. No good off the side of the iron. Naduka, the offensive board, back up and in. Oh, good motor by Chika Naduka. Blue collar bucket. The Bobcats take a 16-14 lead with 11:25 to go in the first. Housley works his way to the right elbow. Kicks it up to the top. Here's a 3. That's no good. And Montana State has the rebound. Ford across the logo, takes it to the top, behind the back dribble, throws out to Lecolot on the left wing. Dribbles right, cut off the top, and it is stripped. Housley with the steal. 17th of the year for Housley. Thunderbirds into the front court. Housley a drive, a handoff. Dominique Ford lays it up and in. 6 points for Dominique Ford. Top scorer this year for Southern Utah, and had the big game against the Bobcats while playing for Idaho last year. And then a foul. You said white 24?
Black.
Oh, okay. That makes way more sense. Diachuk picks up his second.
I don't think we have a 24, do we?
We don't. That's why I was confused. 16 points apiece, 10:46 to go in the first half. Bobcats and the Thunderbirds, the old Big Sky foes. Pass into the backcourt, just picked off by Housley. Bad pass. Housley got stripped by Turner. It's out of bounds, staying here with Southern Utah.
Boy, both teams just grinding it right now, man. They are competing at a really high level on both ends. It's physical, it's tough. Guys are making shots, both teams shooting in the 40s. Good start here from the brick.
Nice test here for Montana State, the second of this 3 games in a week heading into Christmas before Big Sky play begins. Inbound down to Fala on the left baseline for the Thunderbirds. Pivoting, double team, had it stripped free, and it's taken away. Walker and Turner team up for the steal. Turner pushing the other way. Patterson, transition 3, count it. The dive from Turner, the 3 from Patterson. Cats up 19-16.
Boy, and you're starting to see that the Bobcats, how much they missed Eddie Turner during that losing streak. Even when he got back, he wasn't in rhythm, and he is finding his rhythm right now. It feels good.
Fala draws the foul. Garacki got him on the forearm coming over for the help defense. First foul on Garacki. That 3-point shot by Tyler Patterson was the third made 3 for the Bobcats, sponsored by Wendy's. And for Montana State, 3 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. That's 3 assists on 8 field goals so far. Montana State currently on a 15-2 run as Fala goes to the line.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, when you see Tyler Patterson catch and know he's going to shoot it and raise up with some authority, he makes that shot every time. When he catches and kind of looks unsure or even like hesitates, just never seems to fall for him. love to see him in transition there. Just line it up and let her loose.
Yeah, let it loose, let it rip, whatever it is. As long as it's going in, we're happy about it.
Yeah.
Fala hits both of those free throws. Montana State's lead cut to 1. 19-18, Cats on top. 10:05 to go in the first half. Patterson has the ball up at the top of the key, just moving into the top 10 in program history and made threes in the last game. Bounce to Brandon Walker. Takes it to the free throw line. Walker into the post, spins the left shoulder, goes up and draws the foul. It's Brandon Walker one-on-one against Parsa Fala. Fala picks up his first.
Yeah, I just don't think Brandon Walker is going to see a lot of that once we hit league. I think the film is going to be out there and people are going to run a guy at him, kind of like Sagu did. They did a really nice job. Brandon Walker forced 3 turnovers early. He never found a rhythm, but Southern Utah thinks they can play him physically with Fala, and he is going to work.
First free throw is good for Brandon Walker. You know, you kind of understand why. Parsifala is 6'9", physical dude. He's listed as a redshirt freshman, but played for the Iranian national team. He's coming off a double-double. He's a guy with a big motor, and you would think can shut down some bigs.
Without question. And he, physically, he absolutely matches up with Brandon Walker. Brandon Walker's thing, though, is when he gets space and he can attack you off the dribble, he's just so clever. It's just, I'm not sure he jumps up higher than a credit card, but he finishes everything when he gets in that space. And when he gets a rhythm early, like we saw against Cal, then he really gets flowing.
So Brandon Walker made both of his free throws. Eddie Turner just picked up a ticky-tack hand check foul in the backcourt. That's his second now, so Turner takes a seat. So Eddie Turner picking up his second foul. That's a big storyline. And now Southern Utah with the ball to our right, trailing 21-18, and they just tied it up. For the top of the key, Zion Young knocking down the 3 ball. He's 33% from downtown, but he's now hit 22 on the season. This one tied up at 21 points apiece, 9.5 to play in the first. Ford turned the corner, draws the foul. Prophet Johnson picking up his first.
Again, I like how the Bobcats just showing some aggressiveness offensively. Rob Ford, Eddie Turner, they've been aggressive attacking the paint. Brandon Walker's gotten a ball in there and made plays. That's something we didn't see during that 3-game skid.
Patterson has the ball out on the right wing. Bounce pass to Brandon Walker. Free throw line extended right side. Backs it up with 7 to shoot to the mid-post. Back to the basket against Fala. Spins left shoulder, righty hook. Kisses it off the window and in. Brandon Walker's automatic right now downstairs. He's got 8.
And again, you let Brandon Walker get a rhythm offensively. The kid can score, and he can score in bunches and quick.
Puts Montana State back up by 2. Here's a drive, righty layup. That is no good. Johnson couldn't finish. Great disciplined defense by Brandon Walker. He jumped up but stayed absolutely straight up and avoided the foul. And now Robert Ford draws a foul out high. And that is Jamari Sibley, who just got active in the last game against NAU, a 2-time Division I transfer, so he's part of all the legal stuff going on, but Sibley just picked up that foul. Brendan Walker now taking a seat for Montana State.
And the Cats will be in the bonus for the rest of the half here with 8:42 to play.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and they've let a lot go, and yet still some foul trouble on both sides. Paducah out on the right elbow. One dribble, picks it up. Needs to get rid of it and does to Ford at the top of the key. Ford thought about a 3, bounce pass underneath, and Paducah is there with a right-handed layup. Oh, that's a wily, smart play by Rob Ford for the assist, and Paducah's got 4. Bobcats up by 4. Fala double to the right block, kicks it out, goes to the top. Here's Zion Young. That 3-point shot is no good. Fight for the rebound, and Dominique Ford comes out of traffic with it. Lob into the post. Prophet Johnson barely able to corral it. Back to the top. Housley's 3. That's no good. Long rebound. Johnson won it again. Picks up the dribble on the right block. And he gets rid of it as he tumbles down to Dominique Ford, who steps to his left, lets it go, and buries the 3. A pair of offensive rebounds turns into the 3-point bucket for Dominique Ford, who's got 9 today.
Yeah, that's a first possession. The Bobcats have really had any issues on the offensive glass.
Ford. Left side 3, no good. And Lekelot can't clear out for the rebound. Thunderbirds have it. Housley out to the left wing. Set it up. Left open for 3. Got it. Oh, that's just miscommunication. And Braden Housley burying that 3 ball puts the Thunderbirds back on top 27-25. 7:19 to go in the first half.
Both teams shooting right at 50% here. Difference so far has just been a hair of turnover.
Duca hands it off for Patterson. Quick trigger three. Yep. Tyler Patterson rolling now. Back to back, or a pair of threes in this first half. Housley on the drive draws the foul on Sam Lekalot, his first. For Patterson now 8 points. And how did we see him getting going? A mid-range jumper. That got him seeing the ball through the hoop, and then he went out, started knocking down some threes. Not something we saw from him last year, but he's doing it a bit this year. 6:56 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Southern Utah 28-27. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Guaranteed Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with Montana State leading Southern Utah 28-27 with 6:56 to go in the first half. Our Wheat Montana weather report today, 41 degrees outside, touched about 50 degrees today, and same 75 degrees inside.
Yeah, I like the inside, man. That's why I never wanted to coach football or baseball. And just come in here, it's the same every day.
Well, hopefully you never get one of those aircraft carrier games or something like that.
That's right. That's right.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on a perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Eddie Turner is checked in with 2 fouls right now. Jaden Garone into the game as well, making his second appearance as a Bobcat. Got his first points last time out. First free throw no good by Housley. So it's Turner, Garone, Ford, Garacki, and Naduka. Housley struggled at the line this year and misses them both. Came in at 57% from the stripe. Bobcats with the ball to our left. 6:49 to go in the first half. Bobcats up 28-27. Turner taking it down to the mid-post left side. Spins to his left shoulder, lays it up. No, but draws a travel call. Traveled before the contact and a turnover by Montana State. Coach Logie letting the officials know how to officiate as the Thunderbirds move from left to right. Housley out of the left wing. Bounce pass to Fala on the right elbow. Double team. Turner strips it out of his hands, and the Bobcats pick up the loose ball. Ford out to the right wing, Garacki. The Cats set up their offense. Good job by Southern Utah getting back after the turnover.
Yeah, they're really athletic and quick, and they're committed to the defensive end, which is a Rob Jeter kind of characteristic from his days at Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Where he went with the Panthers to the NCAA tournament a couple of times. Garacki fall away Jay. That's no good. Fala's got the rebound of the air ball. Thunderbirds from left to right. Sipley out on the left wing. Throws it deeper into the corner. Housley back to Sipley, left baseline. Backing down, double team help in the post, kicks it out. Ball rotated to the top, then to the right wing. Zion Young tries a three, no good. Ford was there with the defense, and the Bobcats win a pinball rebound. Cats into the front court. Turner crossing over the lefty dribble, pulls up mid-post, nowhere to go, kicks it out to Garone at the top. Bounce to the right wing. Back to Garone. Trying to back it in on Dominique Ford. Gives it to Naduka, mid-post right side. Naduka backing in. Whistle. And a foul. So that foul goes on Parsa Fala. That's his second. Yeah.
So the Cats, without a huge front line, have drawn 2 fouls on the two biggest players on the Southern Utah roster inside. Foul is a big part of what they do offensively. Him stepping off the court here could be a game changer.
Yeah, that was a textbook verticality call. Follow was like all the way over. He had his hips over Naduka's knee. And so Chica goes to the line here. The front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Nice to see out of Chica, who started slowly from the free throw line, gets the first one here.
Man, this game is just even. Bobcats with 1 more made field goal. Everything else, 3s, 2s, rebounds, turnovers, everything is even.
Naduka hits them both. Chica Naduka. He's got 6 points. Came in with only 18 in his time here at Montana State. Struggled to score a little bit, but looking good here. The Cats have a 3-point lead, up 30-27. 5 1/4 to go in the first half. Dominique Ford, step back left wing 3. No, but a foul late whistle. Logie wanted a moving screen that opened up Dominique Ford. And they're putting this foul on Jaden Garone, his first.
Yeah, I think Matt Logie's got a pretty good argument right there. That created the separation that Southern Utah needed, and then the recovery, trying to get back to Ford as a shooter, led to the foul.
This game is brought to you in part by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it more at safemt.com. First free throw is good for Dominique Ford. He's 81% from the stripe this year. Second one is good as well.
Hate fouling a guy that's averaging 15 a game and letting him put 3 through the net, start to get that feel that he's going to make some shots tonight. He's already in double figures as it is.
It's all 3, so he's up to a dozen points. He had 16 points against Montana State in Moscow last year. Montana State fighting against the full court press. Eddie Turner has it poked free, and now we've got a whistle, and it should be a jump ball. It'll go to Southern Utah. So the Bobcats struggling with the full court press here. That is something that Southern Utah likes to show.
Absolutely. They're an athletic team, and they want to use that athleticism at 94 feet.
They force 13 turnovers a game, average almost 7 steals a game. Dominique Ford, left wing 3. A little bit short. Offensive rebound by Sipley. In deep, underneath the cup. Reverse layup, left short. Naduka with a nice rebound. Bobcats taking it the other way. Garone weaves to the top of the key. Bounce pass underneath. Naduka up and draws the foul. Good find by Jaden Garone, and Chica Naduka already having one of his better games in the Bobcat uniform. A little testy as everybody gets up. Brock Felder picking up his first foul. One of the guys forced into duty here with Fala and Diachuk picking up 2 fouls apiece in the first half.
Yeah, Montana State now will bring Eddie Turner out right before the 4-minute media. Give him a little extra rest, protect that foul trouble. See if they can keep kind of nursing a little bit more time out of him as the first half winds down.
Nuka hits his first foul shot, gets another opportunity here. And that is good, so he hits them both. Chica Naduka, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and he's got a Bobcat high 8 points. Dominique Ford goes up, got blocked by Naduka, but a tip back is up and in by Felder. Boy, Dominique Ford kind of leaked out there and got lost, but a nice recovery by Naduka. We're going to tie game, 32 points apiece, 4:20 remaining in the first half. Cats with the ball to our left, bounce down to Ford. He's open underneath, but kind of bobbled it. Now pump fake, turns, righty hook, that's short. And rebound grab by Southern Utah. Missed opportunity for Montana State.
Yeah, Ford catches that backdoor pass clean. It's an easy layup, instead fumbles it. We get nothing out of it.
Sibley in the middle of the lane, turn, righty hook, no good, missed that shot. Cats with a rebound. Garone down the right sideline. Slows it down to the right wing, comes left around a screen, bounce to Naduka, into the paint on the right side, steps through, lefty, up and in. Chica Naduka showed a little touch. First double-digit scoring performance for Chica in the Bobcat blue and gold.
Yeah, he's shooting it well, he's rebounding well, he's defending well. clearly his best outing so far in the blue and gold.
Cats up by 2 after that bucket. Now a drive, lefty layup, no good by Housley. Garacki wins the rebound in traffic. So the rebounding battle even right now for Montana State and Southern Utah with the Cats up 2. 3:20 remaining in the first half. Garone accelerates into the paint, leans in and banks it in off the glass. Boy, that was nice patience by Jaden Garone.
Really nice patience. He felt that out, took his time, and found his way to the rim.
Zion Young triggers from deep. That's no good. Duca grabs the rebound. And a prime lending timeout called by Montana State, which will take us to a break as well. Modest round of applause for good effort by the Bobcats. We'll step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:08 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Southern Utah 36-32. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
In Montana, parenting is important to us. Figuring it out doesn't come easy. In the ParentingMontana.org podcast, we talk with experts about the challenges and the joys of being in a parenting role. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success. 3:08 remaining in the first half. Montana State leading Southern Utah 36-32. And Brian, the Bobcats are playing some of their best basketball right now.
Yeah, they look good. I like everything that they're doing. Offense, defense, special teams, if you count it, rebounding. Everything they're doing is what you need to be doing. I wish they were up a little more than 4. If we could just keep Eddie Turner out of foul trouble, we'd really be rolling.
John Olmstead getting his first minutes now in the front court, along with Tyler Patterson, Jaden Garone, Brian Garacki, and Rob Ford. Clock didn't start on time, so we'll do it again.
We've had that more than once in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple, 2-3 times.
Getting that non-conference
jitters.
Getting it out right here.
Yeah, once Big Sky play comes around, you can't be messing around. You got to be playing your best. Everybody does.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Bad thing about that is Southern Utah wasn't going to press. Now they jump in a full court man press, and the Cats don't have any trouble with it, but had to break it.
Jaden Garone takes it across the timeline. Toss over to Olmstead, way out beyond the arc. Hand off to Garone, coming off a screen, moving right. Lob into the post. Olmstead mid-post left side. Back it in, one-on-one. Spins to the right shoulder with the lefty hook. Too strong, airballed it, out of bounds. Staying here. Montana State has it with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, short shot clock right here. Good to see John Olmstead get aggressive there and go attack the rim with the little jump hook. He's got a good matchup. I feel like he could score right now.
Ford looking inbound for the baseline, and he turns and quickly calls a timeout. Yeah, needed 2 there. So prime lending timeout. Prime lending home loans made simple. So the Cats unable to get it in, and Rob Ford, instead of taking the 5 count, he wanted to go through everything. Thought about the backcourt. He thought about throwing it off. His defender turned and called the timeouts.
Yeah, he sure did just about everything. I thought he had John Olmstead. I thought he could have just thrown it up, and John could have gone up and got it in the middle of the paint, but Rob decides to take the safe route and keep possession of it. Don't like using 2 timeouts in the first half. First one needed to be used simply because we were gassed. It was time to get a couple fresh bodies in there, but this one hurts.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Doesn't hurt as much as a turnover, though. 4-point lead for the Bobcats, 2:46 to go in the first half. Ford gets into Garone, no trouble this time. Ford to shoot, down to Olmsted, 3, then 2, turn, 17-foot jumper, short, rebound to Southern Utah. Dominique Ford the other way from left to right. Takes it down to the mid-post, step-back jumper. No, Rob Ford grabs the rebound. Cats take it from right to left. Ford into the paint, goes to the rack, got blocked and fouled. Ooh, big collision too. Prophet Johnson got up, got the ball, then came down on Ford's leg.
Yeah, that one didn't feel good. He'll feel that one in the morning for sure.
Yeah, easy foul call. It wasn't particularly dirty. It's just
no. It was actually
what happens.
Really good play by Johnson to get the block. Rob Ford's fortunate to get the whistle and give himself a chance at the line. Cats, this will be their 7th and 8th free throws of the night, and that's another thing we said in the pregame we were really watching. Could they continue that action and get to the free throw line around 20 times a game? Is that seems to be that magic number for them.
First free throw is good for Rob Ford. Paducah back into the game. Olmsted to the bench. Continuing to see the rotation change and evolve from game to game, as to be expected.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the hot hand tonight.
Next free throw by Ford is good. It's them both. 5 points for Rob Ford today, coming off a 20-plus point performance last time out. Cats up 38-32, 2.25 to go in the first half. Montana State's been getting stops. Southern Utah won their last 9. Housley into Felder. He's cut off. Ball stripped, recovered. Housley turned to the corner. Forces the shot up, no good. Paducah, great defense. Disciplined defense. The rebound. Handoff for Ford coming right. Gets his way into the paint. Still is the dribble. Kick it into the left corner for Patterson. Didn't have room for the 3. Back to Ford in the left corner. Moving right. Ford has the dribble at the left elbow. Into the paint. Kicks it out. Garacki steps to his left. Lets it fly from deep. That's no good. Long rebound. Picked up on a hop by Southern Utah.
Yeah, that possession didn't have a lot of rhythm. Players standing. Not enough player movement to create the open lanes that Rob was trying to probe.
Dominique Ford, free throw line, kicks it out to the left wing for Housley. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Housley throws over to Young, tries a deep right wing 3, no good. High rebound. Brian Garacki grabs it at the free throw line. Garacki racing the other way, hands it off for Paducah at the top. So is the dribble, gives it to Ford, comes around to screen. Back to Paducah, right elbow. 65 seconds to go in the first half. Bounce down to Garacki, and he lays it in. Beautiful find by Chika Paducah. Brian Garacki cleans it up. He's got 5.
And Duca, 10 points, 5 boards, 2 assists.
Both of them have been just threads. Felder out high. Final 45 seconds of the first half. Cats are up 8. Given to Housley. He moves left, curls to the elbow. Alley-oop up top, and Felder makes the catch as he gets undercut by Paducah. Chika's going to pick up the foul. It's the right call, just a little over-aggressive there. Felder wasn't going to have an opportunity to score on that, but it's okay.
I thought it was a good try by Chika. If Felder had been going straight up instead of toward the rim, I think there would have been nothing there, but kind of got undercut and probably had to blow it.
Yeah, good call. Lob in with 20 seconds of the shot clock after the Bobcat foul. Sibley, pump fake, drives, Euro step, finger roll, got it to go in the middle of the lane. Jamari Sibley, who scored 15 in his season debut last time out, gets his first points now. 40-34, Montana State in front, shot clock dark, 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ford pestered by Housley. Has it out near the half-court line. Now 10 to go in the first half. Ford at the top, crosses over, into the lane, runner is up, swatted away, and they call goaltending. Wow. Boy, he put his man on skates, got inside, and they call goaltending on the block.
Yeah, Ford, though, goes too early. There's still almost 6 seconds left in the half.
Here comes Southern Utah, 3 seconds. Housley with 2. Left corner 3 ball is up and good. And the Bobcats give 3 points right back. And that's how the first half comes to a close. And that'll send us to our Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show coming up after this timeout. Montana State leading it against Southern Utah at halftime of 42-37. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond. Bozeman Health.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of. Woohoo, yeah! We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco! Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
I think they came. Welcome back to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State leading 42-37 against Southern Utah. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Taking a look at the numbers from the first half, the Bobcats shooting 50% from the field, 4 of 9 from 3. So that's 4 Wendy's three-pointers, and they are 8 of 8 from the free throw line. For Southern Utah, 38% from the field, 5 of 15 from downtown, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 4 turnovers by Montana State, only 2 for Southern Utah. Bobcats plus 3 in the rebounding battle, 20 boards to 17 for Southern Utah. For Montana State, 7 assists on 15 field goals. That's 7 assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Individually, Chika Nduka leading the way with 10 points. Brandon Walker, 8 points today. 7 for Rob Ford, 8 for Tyler Patterson, 2 for Garone, and 2 for Eddie Turner today. Brian Garacki's got 5. On the other side, Dominique Ford's got 12, Housley's got 9, Young's got 6, Fadla's got 6, Felder with 2, and Sibley with 2. So that's a full rundown of the scoring after the first half of play. Very even game, 5 ties, 5 lead changes to the first 20 minutes. And right now, the officials in a bit of a confab at the moment.
Yeah, so they're reviewing. Apparently now you can review goaltending and overturn it at the next media. And so the halftime's the next media. So there's potential that Bobcats are up 40-37, not 42-37. We will find out momentarily.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to count it, and then they kind of went back and kept talking about it. So we'll see. But either way, that's something we'll keep an eye out on. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana sponsors our halftime show. We're taking a break with the Cats up 42-37 over Southern Utah, but that could change after the review. We're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Are you too hot?
Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show, an updated score. Bobcats leading 40-37 over the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. Brian, they did go back and review the goaltending call on that Rob Ford floater, and they have overturned it and taken those 2 points off the board now.
Yeah, I find that really challenging just from a coaching standpoint. Obviously, it's first half, so it's not quite as big a deal, but you imagine, 2 minutes left in the game, and they call a goaltend, and then a minute later they review it and go, oh, by the way, it wasn't a goaltend. That just doesn't make any sense to me that it's an overturnable call without doing it right at the moment that it occurs.
Well, it's the same thing they do on those 3 and 2 point shots, right?
It is, but in a late game situation, they have to actually stop the game and check it right then. They can't do it 2 or 3 or 4 minutes later. Now, maybe they have a similar rule in and around the goaltend that within a certain proximity to the end of the game, they have to go ahead and review it instantly, or they can't review it. But yeah, I hate replay review. I think all it does is slow the game down anyway. But
don't you want the call right?
I think that's part of the game. I want them to make every shot, but they don't make every shot.
Yeah, but
right?
That's the skill that we're competing against. Don't you want the officials to make sure they get the calls right, especially ones that are obvious that we know at home, and you want a game decided on a call that was obviously wrong? Yeah,
well, I get that on a last-second shot or whatever. But we're talking a goaltending call in the first half that took them literally 4 minutes of just frame by frame to figure out if it was right. I don't think it was an obviously errant call.
So you're okay with the obviously errant calls then?
Well, I'm fine with replay in the last minute.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
That's it. That's all you want?
Don't want it anywhere else.
Okay, there we go.
Don't need it.
That's
all
that's
it does
the story.
is slow down the game and ruin the rhythm.
Who cares? We got to go. We're in a basketball arena.
It's about rhythm. You lose flow in the game.
No,
Don't like it.
That's why they save it for the media timeout.
Yeah, rarely, but yeah, that time they did.
Well, perfect. Glad we got all that worked out today. Montana State now leading 40-37 against Southern Utah. We'll take a break on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Coming back after this timeout, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
Like most Montana parents, I disapprove of teens using marijuana.
ParentingMontana.org has information for me to learn about Montana's marijuana laws.
For example, it's illegal for someone under the age of 21 to possess or consume marijuana unless they are a medical marijuana card holder.
I also use ParentingMontana.org to establish our family's rules about marijuana and help my teen manage peer pressure.
ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up Rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up Rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Bobcats leading 40-37 over the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. One other Big Sky game tonight at halftime. Montana leading UC Davis 36-30. The other scores in the top 25 today. Ole Miss beats Troy 74-53. Memphis beats up Virginia 77-54. The battle of top 25 teams. Number 20, James Madison, stays undefeated. They beat Coppin State 87-48. And Providence leading number 6 Marquette right now of 45-36 with 16 minutes to go in that one. All right, we'll take one more break, and when we get back, we'll be ready for the second half. Pausing on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State up 40-37 over Southern Utah. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It's time to get out those jingle bells, Bozeman. La Cuisine is your go-to for festive cheer this holiday season. Elevate your kitchen game and make every meal a slam dunk with the help of La Cuisine, Bozeman's premier boutique kitchen store. Spice up your holiday gatherings and gift lists with cheer-rated Montana-made and European kitchen and dining treasures. You'll find savings every day at La Cuisine this season, along with free gift wrapping, because who doesn't love a present that comes with a bow? Merry Christmas from your local kitchen wonderland. La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Getting ready to go for the second half between Montana State and Southern Utah. The Bobcats were led by Chika Naduka, who had 10 points in that first half, and that is the delivery of the half presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. All right, before the start of the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading 40-37 against Southern Utah as we get ready to go for the second half. Northwest Crossing is springing to life with brand new homes now selling by Williams Homes. Discover airy, comfortable floor plans with built-in value beginning in the 600,000s. Residents can walk to neighborhood parks, shopping, dining, and retail. Plus, you'll be close to good schools while surrounded by all that Bozeman has to offer. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. Well, Brian, the Bobcats lose 2 points on the review after the goaltending call that was not, and that wasn't all they lost on that play.
Well, yeah, because the ball is blocked out of bounds, Bobcats should have had possession. If they interrupt the game, do the review, Bobcats get an extra possession. As it is, not only do you lose 2 points, but you lose a possession.
And with the possession that Southern Utah gained, Braden Housley hit a three, and so that adds to it even more.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a new rule, obviously, but I hate it. I think it's dumb. And I don't like review, and I'll go on the record and soapbox it all I can get.
There we go.
No one cares what I think.
Well, we all care. That's why you're here. This is your job. Foul on Housley, and he picks up his first. I care, Brian. This is why I asked you. This is why you're here. This is why you're a professional. We're not just volunteering our time.
There you go.
Eddie Turner ready to inbound it for the Bobcats with the first possession of the second half, leading by 3. Gives it into Garacki in the right corner, and he gets slightly bumped, but then stepped on the sideline. It's a turnover by Montana State. Kind of lost his balance.
Yeah, he just off balance, and actually Young gives him the little push. It was a pretty light push, but he was off balance enough that it caused him to backstep on the sideline.
Southern Utah, their first possession of the second half. Prophet Johnson has it up at the top of the key. Some bright teal shoes contrasting his black uni. Giving up to Zion Young. Has the dribble at the top. Moves it over to Housley on the left wing. Skip pass into the right corner. Extra pass to Johnson on the right wing. Cats are there defensively. Tries a contested three. No good. But Fowler wins the rebound as it was a long hop. Fowler gets it back. Kicks it out to Housley. Turns down a three. Still holding. Kicks into the left corner. Johnson on the drive, kicks into the right corner. Here's the three from Zion Young. In and out. Bobcat with a rebound. Long defensive possession. Here's Ford on the drive, behind the back dribble into the paint. Kicks it out for Garacki. Bounce to Walker at the top of the key. Dribbles it down to the right elbow. Backing it down, lays it up with the right hand through contact. Able to finish. 10 points for Brandon Walker, who's getting mauled. Didn't matter. Man, what a physical bucket. Cats up 42-37. 18:40 to go in the ballgame. Housley moving left, working on Turner. Comes back right, works into the paint, lays it up. No good. Fight for the rebound. Cats have it. Eddie Turner pushed the tempo left to right. Kicks to the right wing. Garacki dials up the three. Missed it right. And the long rebound is, out of bounds as Garacki leaps over the bench and lands on the track in front of the stands. It'll be Southern Utah ball.
That's a great effort by Brian Garacki right there. Thank goodness he didn't hurt himself. That's a dangerous play that he makes, but looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he kind of landed on his shoulder. He landed on this track surface, which is like an elite track surface, apparently. Doesn't have a ton of cushion, but it's better than nothing. It's not ice or cement. Housley with it. Cats up by 5. Thunderbirds with the ball. 10 to shoot. Housley bounce into Fala as Patterson went down. Ford comes over and he strips it away. Got tripped up by Turner. Keeps the possession. Bobcats have it. Wow. That was a scurry. And now Housley takes it away from Ford. He's rushing from left to right, and he lays it up and in. 11 points for Braden Housley, the redshirt freshman, averaging 12 a game.
Heck of a sequence right there. Ford with an unbelievable play. Housley answers back.
And a no call where Patterson ended up on the hardwood.
Yeah.
Ford picks up the dribble at the top of the key, gives to Brian Garacki, who's pestered by Dominique Ford. Backing it out with 10 to shoot, moving right on the drive, and he's able to draw the foul. Ooh, almost went in. That circus shot, he drew the contact and just kind of heaved it up. That ball took all day around the rim, took a trip around the store, and decided not to buy anything falling out. Smart play, though, as soon as he felt that contact.
Yeah, as soon as he heard the whistle, he got that thing up, and just, I don't know how he almost made that. He was almost behind the basket before he even let it go.
Quick look at that play.
I think they're double checking who the foul was on is my guess.
Okay. I had one. Just on one.
Yep.
One.
Dominique Ford picking up his second. Oh, man, replay. Jeez, really slowed us down. I'm going to get home 10 seconds later today.
Yeah, that's the first time ever it's happened in 10 seconds, and you know it.
Brian Garacki knocks down the free throw. He's got 6 points. One of the top free throw shooters in the country right now, came in 5th in the nation. A lot of that from the 10 for 10 in the last game, and he knocks that one down as well. 7 points. He's only missed one all year.
It's kind of like those tests in high school now where you can retake it over and over. Don't have to actually study and get a good grade. Officials don't have to get it right.
Ford saves it over the right sideline, but back to Southern Utah. Dominique Ford for 3. That's no good. Fala put back no, and then he just gets tackled. The foul will come on Montana State, and they're putting it on Eddie Turner, his third.
Brandon Walker's got to get a box out. That's 3 straight possessions if Fala has been on the offensive glass. Ford's got guards that'll rebound. Brandon Walker. Ford will rebound for him. He's got to do a better job. Get his man off the glass. Let those guards go clean up the mess.
Great hustle by Ford defensively there. He saved that ball as he was leaping along the right sideline into the courtside seats. Free throw is good by Fala. So dangerous seats down there with the kind of hustle the Bobcats are putting out there right now.
So they gave that foul to Turner, so his third. I was thinking it was going to be on Rob and be his first. That's unfortunate for Montana State.
Free throw's no good. Fala splits the pair. Cats up by 4. Then Patterson has his pocket picked by Dominique Ford. That's a mistake by Montana State. A mental lapse. Dominique Ford driving from the right wing, gets into the paint, gets around the charge attempt, misses the right-handed layup. It's out of bounds, and it's going to Montana State. Logie imploring his team to rebound now.
I think he's imploring one specific guy who might have just gotten called out by me. This is a tough game. When you're playing Division I games and you're playing against competition that's equal or better than you, you don't have time to take possessions off. It's too close a game. The margin of error is too small.
Right now the margin is 4. Brandon Walker drives in and lays it in with a left hand. That was one-on-one against Fala. Took him off the dribble from the free throw line.
Huge advantage he's got facing up on Fala. I'm surprised Southern Utah has not adjusted.
A dozen points for Brandon Walker. 6-point lead for the Bobcats. Just over 16 minutes to go in the ballgame. Zion Young fires into the left corner for Dominique Ford. He drives on Rob, kicks it out to Housley. Deep right wing 3. No, off the heel, the iron long rebound tip. Won by Southern Utah. Johnson gets inside, lays it up, no. Put back on the O board, no, but draws the foul. And will go to the line. The rebounding starting to kind of taper off here, and Eddie Turner just picked up his 4th foul. That's a big one as we head to a break. First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:58 to go in the game. Montana State leading 46-40 over Southern Utah. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
It's time to get out those jingle bells, Bozeman. La Cuisine is your go-to for festive cheer this holiday season. Elevate your kitchen game and make every meal a slam dunk with the help of La Cuisine, Bozeman's premier boutique kitchen store. Spice up your holiday gatherings and gift lists with curated Montana-made and European kitchen and dining treasures. You'll find savings every day at La Cuisine this season, along with free gift wrapping, because who doesn't love a present that comes with a bow? Merry Christmas from your local kitchen wonderland. La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Tell them to.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Montana State is leading 46-40 against Southern Utah. We saw the official when we were going to break put up number 3 as a foul on Eddie Turner. In the stat monitor, it's put in as Brandon Walker, so we'll see which one was right. I thought it was going to be Turner's 4th. That's obviously a massive call, and we'll see if that gets changed or not right now, but that's a big call.
Yeah, that's a massive. I'm surprised Southern Utah assistant coaches aren't up in arms freaking out about that. Either that or you and I got something in our eyes and we can't quite see the difference between 3 and 2 fingers being held up.
I mean, at least it's close. It's not like it's 1 or 15. So free throw is up and good. Southern Utah is at the line. That is Prophet Johnson. His first point today. He's averaging over 11 a game. 15:58 to go in the contest. Bobcats up 46-41. Next free throw is good by Prophet Johnson, so he puts them both in. He's at 79% from the stripe this year. Now a full court press. Bobcats inbound over the head of Garone, and it's stolen away. The Bobcats give a possession away. Zion Young weaves into the paint, spins to the right shoulder, draws the fouls. He misses the shot. Tyler Patterson picking up his first foul.
Bobcats succumb to a little pressure there. Now the official scorebook has Eddie Turner with 4, Brandon Walker with none.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So it was just misentered on the stat monitor. Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. Free throw is good by Zion Young. He's got another one coming. Okay, so it is 4 fouls on Eddie Turner. We've got that confirmed.
Yeah, and the Cats took him out, so they saw what we saw.
Yeah.
The book saw what we saw, just to mistype on the stats.
Next free throw is good. Zion Young puts them both in. He's got 8 points. Had a dozen against NAU on Saturday. Bobcats pass out of the pressure. Ford draws a double team and backs it out. Cats up by 2 with the ball. 15:45 to go. Ford, right wing 3. No, off the inside of the iron. Rebound to Southern Utah. Dominique Ford rolled his ankle a little bit, landing on one of his teammates. That's a frustrating way to roll your ankle when you're surrounded by 4 teammates. Housley out on the right wing. Overhead pass to Johnson. Johnson drives into the paint, stops, pull-up jumper. No. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds. And it stayed here with Southern Utah. Boy, it really looked like Patterson was getting his arm yanked down, but that's not the way the Zebras saw it.
Yeah, and the Bobcats were up 3 on the glass at halftime. They're down 1 now. That'll be 2 with that miss, and they've given up 6 offensive rebounds in the second half and committed 5 turnovers. So some concerning elements developing here over these last couple of minutes.
I just saw the baseline replay. Patterson was not getting pulled down. Good no call. Here's a left wing 3 by Zion Young. That's no good. Rob Ford clears the rebound. He races down the right sideline, crosses over on the right wing, and gets it set up. Goes out to Garone at the top. Bobcats trying to extend a 2-point lead, 15-minute mark of the second half. Into Garone to the rack. Lays it up with the left hand. No! Oh, he missed it. And the Southern Utah has the rebound. Sibley, open 3, missed right, and Garacki has the rebound. Man, you can see the effort these two teams have put in now. They're getting gassed at this point. Ford to Naduka. Nearly had his pocket picked. That was the sound you heard of everybody saying, look out! Garone bounced down to Naduka, lays it up with the right hand. Beautiful assist, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services from Jaden Garone as Naduka has got a dozen.
And second time tonight, Garone has made good penetration just to find the open cutter for an easy 2.
Housley throws it out to the top. Johnson has a calm dribbles. The Bobcats have a 4-point lead. Thunderbirds with the ball. Johnson to the free throw line. Jumper. Good. Left a little open that time. Prophet Johnson, his first field goal. He's got 4 points now. Bobcats up 48-46. 13:55 to go in the game. Ford to the free throw line. Throws it up top. Gorecki back to the top of the key. Naduka driving on the right side of the lane. Draws the hand check on the floor by Brock Felder. His second. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $25 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Ford to inbound to the Bobcat baseline. Out to Gorecki. Steps inside to the mid-post. Leans in. Banks it off the glass through contact. No good. Put back, no. Second try, no. Out of bounds, staying here.
Good sequence right there. Cats battling on the glass. Gorecki just has not found his rhythm tonight there. I thought he had a great look. Could not quite get her to go.
Gorecki 7 points on 2 of 8 shooting. 5 rebounds. Garone off the inbounds pass. Baseline jumper is pure. Jaden Garone looking smooth. Had a late start to his year with the wrist injury. Looking a little bit sharp now. Dominique Ford gets to the elbow, pulled up jumper. That's good. Too easy for Dominique Ford. He's too good a shooter. He's got 14 points tonight.
Yeah, Cats having a little bit of trouble with penetration off on-ball screens here over the last couple minutes. That's what Southern Utah's turned to on the offensive end.
Garone curls around the screen to the free throw line, leaning in, lays it up. No. Bobcat bench wanted a foul. Prophet Johnson ahead. Takes it to the left wing. Steps up for a long 2. That's short. And Gorecki wins the rebound. Cats with it, leading by 2. This game's getting testy. 13 minutes left. Patterson to Gorecki. Driving the lefty dribble. Into the lane. Leans up. Lays it in through contact. Just sticking his nose down and getting into the mud. 9 points for Gorecki.
Yeah, Cats doing a great job of competing defensively right now. Southern Utah 3 for 15 in the second half.
Sibley lays it up. Good and one. Cats were a little late on the rotation. And the foul goes on Chika Naduka, his second. That was a tough finish as well by Jamari Sibley.
7 straight possessions with scores alternating between the two teams. Bobcats just holding on to that 1 possession lead.
So Jamari Sibley looking to complete 3-point play. Just got cleared after that 2-time transfer rule that Raekwon Battle helped clear the way for everybody. Sibley started at Georgetown. He was at UTEP the last 2 years, and now his first year here at Southern Utah. That free throw is good. And Raekwon Battle getting ready to make his debut with West Virginia here soon. 12:30 remaining in the game. Lekalot inbounds to Patterson with a full court press. Just on the inbounds pass, they call off the Dogs.
Quick show and go press has kind of been their thing as long as you're under control once you gain possession.
12:20 remaining. Chika Naduka has it tipped away momentarily, recovers it in the backcourt after the tip. Ford driving from the right wing, gets inside, skips it out to the top of the key. Garone driving into the lane, goes out to Lekalot, dribbles down to the right block, handoff to Garone. He's open, right corner 3-ball. That's short, and the rebound grab by Southern Utah. Sibley throws ahead to the right wing. Johnson on the drive, lays it up. No, good defense by Lekalot. Offensive rebound and a foul before the shot. Should be on Naduka, but we'll double check as we will head to a break. It is. Naduka picks up his 3rd foul. We got a barn burner. Taking a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:58 to go in the ball game. Bobcats leading 52-51 over the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. Montana State trying to stay perfect at home against Southern Utah all time. Break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
What's in a name? For some, the meaning runs deeper than the word we see in front of us. There's a history to it. We are Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, and the biggest part of our name will always be the smallest of, because it's the of that connects us, which means we are of our communities, of a promise passed down for a healthier tomorrow. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time. At participating McDonald's. When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app. At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with Bobcats leading by 1. Northwest Crossing is springing to life with brand new homes now selling by Williams Homes. Discover airy, comfortable floor plans with built-in value beginning in the 600,000s. Residents can walk to neighborhood parks, shopping, dining, and retail. Plus, you'll be close to good schools and surrounded by all that Bozeman has to offer. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. 11:58 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 52-51. Southern Utah with the basketball.
Close second half thus far. Southern Utah 2. Bobcats are getting beat up a little bit on the glass here. Down 4 in the second half, and they've committed 5 turnovers.
Thunderbirds to inbound. Bounce it in underneath. Tip free. Ball is loose. Out of bounds. It'll stay here with Southern Utah, but good hustle. Chika Naduka diving down to the hardwood. Garone had the initial tip. So the Thunderbirds, the T-Birds, coolest kids at Rydell High, getting ready to inbound this thing underneath their own bucket. Still looking. Finds Fala, and he dribbled it off his own foot. Bobcats pick up the loose ball off the turnover. Patterson, transition 3. No, airballed it, but Garone grabs the rebound underneath. Had a dribble, got to get rid of it here. And he does to Rob Ford. Tough pass. Cats reset it. Ford up at the top to get it going. Cats up 1 with the ball. Ford to the right wing, bounce to Naduka, into the paint. Spinning, pivoting, righty hook, rimming. Good! Little touch from Chika Naduka.
It is definitely his night, career night so far for Chika Naduka.
14 points for Chika. Could become the 5th different Bobcat to reach 19 points in a game this year. Sipley trapped in the left corner. Needs to get rid of it. Still looking, and it's taken away. Oh, no. Pick back up, and Dominique Ford able to lay it in. Oh, they almost had the steal. It was loose, but Dominique Ford cleaned up the mess. 11 minutes remaining in the game. Montana State up 54-53 against Southern Utah. Garone up at the top. Gives it to Lekelot on the left wing. To Naduka, out high, turns the corner, going to the rack, lays it up with the right hand, got it to go, got smashed underneath, and still finished. Wow, what a play. Got tackled by Fala, who both went down hard. Chika still showing a little bit of smooth touch. Housley the other way, misses the 3, Fala the rebound, up with the right hand, good and 1. And Chika just picked up his 4th foul. So that sends Fala to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, Cats don't like it at all. You get a heavy dose of contact on one end, light contact on the other. Not something Coach Logie's very happy about. Brandon Walker back into the game. Pretty heavy tape job on that left wrist. It looks like maybe thumb.
Eddie Turner back in with the 4 fouls. Chika picked up his 4th, so he's sitting down. Free throw by Fala is good. So Fala up to 10 points now, coming off a double-double against the Lumberjacks in Flagstaff. Inbounds into Turner. And he used a little speed to get around the pressure. Bobcats pass it ahead. Tyler Patterson, right wing 3. No. Board by Lekelot. Kicks it out. Left wing 3. Garone rains it in. Jaden Garone pouring it home.
Sam Lekelot says if you can offensive rebound, so can I do it better.
59-56, Cats on top, 10:05 to go in the game. Boy, it's been one of the more entertaining games of the year. Off at Johnson up at the top, crossing over to the left elbow. Nowhere to go. One-hand pass into the right corner. Dominique Ford misses the three. Fight for the rebound. And a jump ball. Brandon Walker coming in with some hustle, tying up Fala. That's going to stay with Southern Utah.
Yeah, Thunderbirds will take and retain possession, but great play by Brandon Walker. Getting in there, getting in the mix. He's looking down at that left wrist thumb area.
That's the kind of intensity you're looking for to Brandon Walker on the glass. Fala with the ball. He's out high, guarded by Garacki. Give it to Johnson at the top. Crosses over, spins into the paint. Working on Lecolot. Righty hook is up. No good. Tip, no. And Walker comes out of traffic with it, and they're calling a foul. That's a foul on Johnson coming over the back. His third.
Walker's definitely holding that left thumb. Must have jammed it or done something like that. He did not like the contact right there.
Still getting into the scrub, though, even while he's in pain. 9:30 remaining in the game. Montana State up 59-56, trying to earn a quality D1 win. Walker into the paint, spins left shoulder, lays it up. Oh, missed it. Oh, and a late whistle comes in on Fala. His third. Yeah, they say makeup calls aren't a thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good observation right there. There's been a couple times on Bobcat in, that official had the baseline assignment, let it go. That time felt like there wasn't a lot, but he followed it up with a foul.
Well, listen to actions, not words. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. The free throw is good. So Brandon Walker hits his first, up to 13 points. Nice to see. Last 3 games averaging about 7 points a game, 9 total rebounds, but up to 13 today, eclipsing his per-game average of a little over 11.
Yeah, 4 rebounds added as well. Only 11 minutes, too. So good production in efficient manner.
He hits both free throws. 14 points for Brandon Walker. 5-point lead for the Bobcats. 9 1/4 to go in the game. Dominique Ford to the top. Takes it to the free throw line and draws the foul. Yeah, he just kind of used that slow hesitation move, and Brian Garacki ran all up on his ankles. Second foul on Garacki.
Yeah, I thought Brian just lost his balance there a little bit. Bobcats, unfortunately, now are in the bonus. 9:10 to go here at the brick.
So that sends Dominique Ford to the stripe. He's shown some grit. Kind of guy who can find a way under your skin. It's going to be a force, the junior. Hits the front end. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can get a little streaky from 3, but he still usually finds a way to get his points. Only once has he scored under double-digit points this year. Next free throw is rimming and falls in. 18 points for Dominique Ford today. 61-58, Bobcats on top of the ball. 9:10 remaining in the game. Passing through the full court press. Out to the left wing, Garacki's got it. Goes into the left corner. Here's Brandon Walker, one-on-one. Spin into the left shoulder. Floaters up, no. Left it a little bit short.
I think he wanted to get a little bit deeper before he committed to shoot right there. Didn't quite get to his spot.
Dominique Ford gets underneath and lays it in with his back to the basket. That was a tough finish by Ford. He's got 20. Montana State has their lead cut to 1. 8:38 remaining in the game. Brian Garacki to the free throw line. Bounce into the post. Tipped, recovered by Walker on the right block. Skip to the left wing. Garacki open for 3. Book it. 12 points for Garacki.
Boy, you see Garacki's confidence at the Division I level just grow night by night by night.
And now it's taken away in a late foul. Oh, Walker and Garone almost had the steal. Instead, Garone has the foul, his second. Get the explanation from the official. But you're right, Garacki continuing to let his athleticism take over. And he's made some big plays so far, and he's got some highlight reel dunks in that arsenal, in that tool bag. We're going to see some of those as the season progresses.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of week by week one of the Bobcats that just keeps getting better and better and better.
Housley hits the first free throw. Took a red shirt last year, Utah native. Next shot is good. He puts them both in. 64-62, Montana State leading 8:15 to go in the game. Taking on Southern Utah. They had one of the more memorable games of the year last year with a 3-point win at Southern Utah. Cats trying to secure a memorable win here. Garone driving, lefty layup, no. Olmstead tip, no. And Southern Utah the rebound. Dominique Ford to the left wing. Crossing over, nowhere to go. Gets it up to the top, moves it over to the right wing. Housley coming right, down to the right block, skip pass, picked off. Sam Lekalot like a linebacker ripping it down with two hands. Now an alley-oop, and Garacki slams it down with two hands off the pass by Ford from the half-court line. Sibley out to Housley on the right wing, and an offensive foul. Rob Ford took an elbow into the teeth. How about that? Ford from the half-court line on the right sideline down to the left block. Garacki the alley-oop two-hand slam, and then Ford sticking his nose into the traffic. We'll take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:29 to go in the game. Montana State leading Southern Utah 66-62. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
66-62, Montana State leading at Southern Utah with 7:29 to go in the ball game. We're set at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and we remind you that the Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. And Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. They are reviewing that last foul on Housley. Caught Ford a little above the shoulders with an elbow as he was trying to create some space. So they're still looking at that now. We'll see.
Must be at least enough worth looking at it again.
I mean, it wasn't dirty or vicious, but he did hit him, I think, in the jaw or teeth area where he was kind of dribbling with the ball in his right hand. Ford came up to him, and he lifted that left elbow up like everybody does. Kind of caught him there. Looking at the slow-mo right now. I mean, Ford is right on top of him, and the elbow kind of comes out and hits him right in the jaw.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether they think there's any intent or any non-basketball kind of movement.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty like a basketball move where you kind of put that arm down and you lift that left arm up to create a little space as you know how you run. You put that left arm back while the right arm goes forward. That was what's happening there. So it's just going to be up to the officials' discretion. Of course, this reminds us of that Jabril Bello flagrant at Southern Utah in the first half last year where Bello was backing up and went to go post up, and the guy behind him was so low and so in on him that the shoulder went into his jaw, or the back of Bello's head went into his jaw, and they called a flagrant 2, which is the excessive non-basketball play, which I thought, if you're listening to the game, was a pretty embarrassing call.
It was a pretty tough call on Jabril Bello, but the Bobcats rallied from it. I'd be surprised if this is deemed anything other than just inconsequential contact, but
so we'll see. I mean, there's contact, but it wasn't vicious. And coaching staff want to know what our opinion is. So, see, people do care what you say, I have to say.
Yeah, they just want to know what to prepare for. Are they going to get to shoot some free throws or not?
Yeah, the officials still talking about it right now. So we remind you that you can see every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none, experienced doctors, and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. So the flagrant one you can kind of give usually on if it's just one of those basketball plays where you catch somebody. The flagrant two is when it's vicious. Wouldn't be surprised if this is a flagrant one here because it wasn't intentional.
Right.
But they're explaining it to the coaches
now.
now.
It looks to me like they're going to do something here. I mean, you don't call the coaches in and take all this time if you don't think there's something there.
My guess after watching me play, we're going to see a flagrant one. In that it's a basketball move, but he did hit him above the shoulders, and that typically is going to draw it every time.
Yeah, well, you called it. You know, there was just a little bit of a nudge with that elbow coming up. So that's going to put Rob Ford on the free throw line.
If that's what the call is.
If that's what the call is. And the Bobcats would. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think they're
sending Housley to the free throw line.
Get the explanation from the official here. So it's a long review, and we're about to get the call here as Brian Priebe gets the explanation from the official. So we'll just wait for that.
So they're going to call. They reversed the foul call and moved it on to Rob Ford, but then gave a flagrant one to Housley for the contact after the foul by Rob Ford.
Okay.
So Housley goes to the line, shoots what should be, I think, a 1-on-1.
Right.
And then it'll be Bobcat basketball from there.
And they did give Housley the flagrant one.
Yeah.
So the official's still explaining it all to the scorer's table. So Housley will still pick up the foul, and that'll be a flagrant. Ford gets a foul, so that's his first. 1-and-1 for Housley.
So this is the second time tonight that potentially a replay review is given Southern Utah an advantage. One takes 2 points off the board for the Cats, and now Housley, if he can knock down free throws, gives them 2 points at the line.
So he hits them both. And now Rob Ford gets to go to the line, and he's shooting the foul shots for the flagrant one.
Flagrant one, and then it'll be Bobcat basketball coming out of that point of interruption.
Yeah, and that is first free throw is up and good. That's pretty textbook flagrant one. No, it wasn't vicious, but that was an elbow to the teeth.
Although the one thing that did change is the foul got reversed, not on Housley, but got moved to Ford. So it did give Southern Utah the free throws, which they otherwise would not have had.
Ford splits the pair, so that all shakes out to +1 Southern Utah at the moment. The Bobcats have the basketball. They still did at least flip the possession.
12.5 minutes in the second half. We are dead even in the second half. Bobcats' 3-point halftime lead is withheld to this point.
7:23 to go in the ball game. Bobcats up 67-64 with the ball. Garone out on the left wing. Goes to Garacki at the top. Moving right around the Walker screen. Bounce pass underneath, and it got kicked. Felder booting it away.
Yeah, and right there, Garacki was trying to feed Walker. He had Garone wide open in the opposite wing. The set plays got both options, the pick and roll, penetration, but then the weak side kick, and Garone would have had an easy look at a three.
Garacki to Ford up at the top. The Cats run the offense. Ford moving right around the screen, gets to the elbow, now accelerates back inside, kicks it out to Lekalot. Pass is tipped. Cats recover it. 6 to shoot. Didn't reset the shot clock. Ford free throw line jumper. No. And the rebound to Southern Utah. Dominic Ford tipped it but never really got control, and that forced the Cats to hustle up the possession. Housley at the top. 3-point lead for the Bobcats over the Thunderbirds. Housley to the mid-post right side. Picks it up at the free throw line. Throws back out to Dominique Ford. Working his way down to the right baseline. Gets inside. Runner up. No, but draws the foul. Let's see where that one's going. And it is Brandon Walker who picks up his first.
Cats had some foul troubles here in the second half. Yeah, Walker. Ooh, he looked like he was coming back and away.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
was.
tough one. That's probably a good job by Dominic Ford of drawing the contact, getting the official's eye, because there may not have been much contact on that.
First free throw is good for Ford. Yeah, he was really trying to back up out of that. It's 22 points for Dominique Ford with one more free throw to come.
And the Cats will go small here, 3 wings with Ford and Nduka in the post. So they're going to play a little bit of small ball, kind of interesting with Fala back in there.
Free throw is good, 23 points for Dominique Ford. 6:31 to go in the ball game. Bobcats up 67-66 after the Dominique free throws. Inbound and a miscommunication. Cats turn it over again. That's a mistake by the Bobcats. Housley on the left wing, weaving into the free throw line. Goes out to the left wing. Zion Young bounces into the post. Followed, triple team, passes it out to Zion Young. Working on Nduka, dribbled it off his foot. That ball is loose, diving for it. And it's going out of bounds on Montana State, staying with Southern Utah.
Boy, I thought Young rolled from his back to his chest, or from his chest to his back. That's an automatic travel, rolling over like that with possession.
Montana State with the ball. Dominique Ford with 5 to shoot, gets open for 3. Rimming, no, and Garreau tips the rebound out to Garacki. Cats running, Ford to the right wing. On the drive, gets underneath, lays it up. Rimming, no, but a foul. They're calling on Dominique Ford, his third. He's saying he got hit in the jaw by Rob Ford, but yeah, I think it was Ford's head that hit Dominique in the jaw. Dominique's getting the call.
Yeah, I think that would be reviewed anyway, and even if it was, it's a basketball play. I mean, he's just giving basically a pump fake as he's driving in.
Yeah, Rob limping his way to the free throw line. Let's see, he's been elbowed in the teeth, he's been taking a jaw to the dome, and he had a 200-pounder land on his ankles. First free throw's good.
Feels like a good night.
All in a day's work. If he was a baseball player, he'd be a dirtbag. His jersey would just be muddy.
Yeah, he'd be in the sandlot for sure.
Yeah, big-time playground vibes. Free throw's good. Rob Ford, 8 points, hits both free throws. Cats back up 69-66, 5:50 remaining in the game. So the offense still showing up for the Bobcats after they put up that century mark against Sagu American Indian College. Housley out of the left wing, working on Rob, down to the baseline left side. Picks up the dribble, looking to get rid of it. Does, slinging to Zion Young on the left wing. Crossing over to the free throw line, pulls up with a jumper. Rimming good over Brian Garacki, tough shot. Zion Young able to get it to fall. He's up to 10 points.
And this whole second half has just been one team scores, the other team answers. One team scores, the other team answers. It has been back and forth for 15 minutes.
And now Fala picks up his 4th foul as Chika Nduka was trying to get through. And that puts the Bobcats at the line for a 1-and-1.
Fala did not like it. He had a few things to say there.
Simply coming back into the game. It's a tough thing, you know, when games are this physical. It's hard to decide where you're going to draw the line.
Nduka again making a play to help his team.
Yeah, by far his best game of the blue and gold. Front end is short. Zion Young grabs the rebound. The Bobcats come up empty on a 1-and-1. 1 point lead for Montana State. Southern Utah with the basketball. Both teams under first-year head coaches try to get some traction. Southern Utah coming off a close, heartbreaking loss against Northern Arizona. Bobcats coming off a streak starter against Sagu American Indian College. Here's a free throw line jumper. No good by Sipley. The Bobcats have the rebound. That was a flat-footed offensive possession for the Thunderbirds. Rob Ford sets it up at the top. Bounce pass to Nduka. Holding at the three-point line. Bounce into the post. Garacki down to the left block. Lays it up and good. Brian Garacki showing some post prowess. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's got a good frame and really knows how to find the angle to finish off glass. You can tell it's just a good score.
Over to Dominique Ford on the right wing. Bounce to Sipley against Garacki. Around to Housley on the left wing. Drives to the mid-post, cut off by Garone. 10 to shoot, back into the paint. 9, spins to the right shoulder, up. No good, but a foul. His arms were kind of down. He went up, brought his forearms into Garon's arm. You're going to get that call a lot. Third foul on Garon.
Yeah, I understand why the Bobcat faithful don't like that one. I didn't think there was enough contact to warrant a whistle, much less anything else, but it is what it is.
It was forearm on forearm. You got to keep those arms straight up. Free throw's good.
Don't bail them out.
So Housley hits the first. He's up to 15 points. Boy, this freshman. Active defensively, knocking down his free throws today. Hits that one as well.
Southern Utah now has scored more points in the second half from the free throw line than from the field. They've got 17 made free throws in the second half alone.
Cats into the front court, forward on the drive, gets into the right block, lays it up good, but no, they're going to call that foul on the floor. Foul first on Dominique Ford, who just picked up his fourth. Still will send Rob to the line, but instead of 2 free throws, it'll be a 1-and-1.
Well, and it wouldn't even been 2 free throws, it would have been one if they'd have given the
yes.
NBA continuation right there.
It's getting testy. Mercury rising.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, both teams have played hard. This is one of those games, man, where someone ain't coming out of here with a win, and they're going to feel bad about it because both teams have laid it on the line.
Ford misses the first of the 2 free throws. That means a lot to both teams. You look at the records, okay, Southern Utah 3-7, Bobcats 4-5, all of that. But at the same time, I mean, these are first-year staffs on both sides, a lot of turnover, everybody trying to get into their system and figure things out and get things onto the winning side and see if that can get them rolling a little bit with conference play around the corner.
Absolutely. Get every bit of momentum you can have going into the Christmas.
Ford knocking down the free throw. He's got 9. Got a competitive fire burning hot tonight. Cats up 72-70. The prime lending timeout called by Southern Utah. And that will take us to a break as well. This one's good. It's going to have a hot finish. We're taking a break. First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:58 remaining in the game. Montana State up 72-70 over Southern Utah. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If there's anything more stressful to me than holiday shopping, it's last-minute holiday shopping. That's why I'm so glad I went to Kohl's. I found great gifts at great prices, like stocking stuffers starting at $3.99 and beauty faves for $25 and under. And with a 20% coupon, I got gorgeous silver jewelry under $20, plus earned Kohl's cash. So if you want less stress and more savings, even at the last minute, you know where to go. Select styles, beauty, coupons do not apply. 20% offer ends September 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning, locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure, being better than the last. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. The Bobcats are leading 72-70 against Southern Utah with 3:58 remaining in the ball game. And Brian, Bobcats been able to maintain a lead here for a big chunk of this second half. See if they can close this thing out.
Yeah, this thing is just nip and tuck both directions right now. Southern Utah, unbelievable in the second half, 17 of 18 from the free throw line, but 0 for 9 from behind the arc. The Cats switched to a zone a few possessions ago, have stuck with it, trying to keep Southern Utah out on the perimeter. Only thing that does is open up the glass a little bit, so you got to be careful there. But, man, this thing has been even throughout.
Boy, an indication of how physical this game has been. I mean, they're going to have a line item in the next budget for more tape. Brian Garacki coming out with some tape on his wrist and some tape over one of his fingers. Brandon Walker had to get his left wrist all taped up. Rob Ford has been bloodied, battered, and bruised in this one. I mean, this is as grueling as it gets as we head into the end of December. And I promise it gets only more grueling when conference play starts.
Yeah, it's big boy basketball.
And Garacki with a big boy steal just jumped that pass and picked it up on a hop. The Cats have a chance to make this a two-possession game, up 72-70, 3:40 remaining in the contest. We do have another media timeout coming at the next stoppage. Duca out of the right elbow, working his way down to the right block. Stills the dribble, gives to Garacki off a screen. That's a foul. Looked like Zion Young just grabbed Garacki. He did. Zion picks up his first, the Chicago native. And that takes us to a break. 3:31 remaining. Montana State leading 72-70 over Southern Utah. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at qdoba.com or in the app.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. 3:31 remaining in the ball game. Bobcats up 72-70. And boy, this has been one of the more entertaining games of the season. Even the win against Riverside, this has been a blast.
It has been, and I would argue this is probably the Bobcats' most complete game. Offense, defense, rebounding, all of those things have been at a high level today. Unfortunately for them, so has it been that way for Southern Utah, and that's why we're sitting here with a one-possession game, 3 to go.
Southern Utah picked 9th out of the 11 teams in the WAC in the preseason poll. That's with a lot of teams who are players that graduated or transferred from last year, now under a new coaching staff. Brian Garacki at the line. The first of the 2 free throws is no good. That is his second miss of the season. He had started the year 28 for 29 before that one.
Cats with 4 misses here in the second half.
Puts that one in.
That's opposite Southern Utah. They're 17 for 18, so cleaned that up the last 3.5.
17 points now for Brian Garacki. Well, that's a quiet 17 for him. Cats up by 3. 3:20 remaining in the ball game. Southern Utah with the ball to our left. Johnson with a dribble at the top. Over to the right wing for Zion Young. He drives, leans in, rolls it up, no. Offensive board, put back, no. Foul again, no. And the Bobcats finally clear the rebound. It wasn't easy, but they get a couple of stops, and now the Bobcats can build a 2-possession lead. Rob Ford along the half-court line from left to right. And he lost the handle on the dribble, turned it over. Young the other way, and he draws the foul. Ford in some frustration. Kind of grabbed his hip and just trying to go over there and help him out. Say, hey, I didn't mean to foul you there. A little frustration, but not vicious.
Yeah, and I think there was a Bobcat back, so I don't think you'll have a kind of clear path kind of call here.
I think that's what they're going to go to the monitor and look at. But Ford just kind of lost the handle on that crossover dribble. It's a tough turnover. 10th turnover for the Cats, 7th for Southern Utah. Cats -2 in the rebounding battle. Only 6 Wendy's three-pointers today. 2 of 7 in the second half. 12 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. That's 12 assists on 25 field goals for Montana State. Yeah, the Cats had somebody way back. Yeah, Duca's like 20 feet on the other side.
Yeah, there's not going to be a clear pass. So the only question will be if there was some kind of flagrance in and around the slap at the ball. It looked to me like, I mean, he definitely intentionally fouled, but not in a manner that gets called an intentional foul.
Yeah, kind of reached out and grabbed him on that left tip, and that forced him to lose his balance. So they are looking at that monitor right now.
Nothing better than replay review. This is what, our 27th replay review, totaling 84 minutes tonight.
You got a long drive home or something?
It's not about that. It's about flow of game, man. You got no flow, 2:46 to go. No timeout call. We're just standing around for the third time in the last couple minutes.
You want flow and rhythm.
I want a good game.
Style.
It was a great game. We don't need to watch you look at a TV.
You don't like sand?
If I want to watch somebody look at a TV, I can sit on my couch and I can put my son there and say, watch the TV. I'll watch you watch the TV. These people pay good money to watch a great game. Players playing a great game. Coaches are coaching them up. Let's play hoop.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Nothing extra.
Oh, shocker, nothing extra. I wonder if anyone's kind of tracking that. In all seriousness, like, you know, if you start looking at the number of replay reviews and how many are reversed and what the impact of those reversals are, is it worth the delay and the disruption of the game or not? And I would almost always guess not. I think more times than not, it's a nothing ball and we just go back to where we were.
Zion Young is going to the line for the 2 free throws, 71% for the stripe this year. A dozen points against NAU last game rather.
Southern Utah's a really good free throw shooting team. 70% as a ball club. They're showing it off here in the second half, 17 of 18. Good free throw shooting club.
That is good. And they put in 14 free throws a game. The Bobcats, by the way, in conference at 74% from the stripe after that big game last time out.
The Cats have gotten to the line good number tonight, 17 free throws. And I think it's been a well officiated game. You haven't had errant whistles or anything weird.
Second free throw's no good. Rob Ford picks up the rebound on a bounce. 2:40 remaining in the contest. Bobcats up 73-71. Early season classic at the brick. Patterson gives it to Naduka, who's had a career night. Out on the right wing. Has the dribble, hands off for Patterson. Crossing over, picks up the bounce, looking for Naduka. Doesn't have him, gives to Ford, 6 to shoot. Ford on the right wing with 5, crossing over 4. Ford drives, hands off Naduka, dropped it, and the Cats turn it over. Housley to the left wing. And he slows it down. Housley cutting into the paint, lays it up, good and one. Garone picks up the foul quickly, his third with some body contact. Housley going to the line.
Yeah, that last possession, Ford's got to go score that ball. He's got to throw it at the rim, try and draw a foul, whatever it is. You don't have enough time to make the pass and the play. You've got contact. I thought he had an opportunity to throw it up on the glass, see what happens.
Housley completes the three-point play, putting it up and in.
Southern Utah's first lead of the second half here comes with 2:09 to go.
74-73, Southern Utah. Rob Ford's going to get a quick breather as Eddie Turner checks back in with his 4 fouls. Duca on the floor playing with 4 fouls as well. 2:09 remaining in the ball game. Running baseline, Garone fires it out to the half-court line. Give it to Eddie Turner, and the Cats get into the set. Turner's got a standing dribble. Coming in cold on the drive, going to the rack, stops on the left block. Trying to get rid of it now, and does to Tyler Patterson. Under 2 to play. Give it to Duca. Clear path going to the cup. No. Kicks it back out. Garacki for 3. Good off the glass. Banking it down. A timeout called by Montana State. 20 points for Brian Garacki. Let's quickly, though, pause for 10 seconds for station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Trevor Nominuk is back in the studios. And Brian Garacki to 20 points, back-to-back 20-point performances, knocking down a 3-ball to give the Bobcats a 76-74 lead with 1:46 remaining.
Yeah, and Garacki with just 5 at the intermission, so 15 here in the second half. It's funny, Nduka was the catalyst in the first half on the offensive end. Second half, Brian Garacki stepping up in a big way, getting his Bobcats up a pair.
Brandon Walker had 8 points in that first half. Tyler Patterson had 8 points in that first half as well. He hasn't scored in the second half yet. Thunderbirds were in a tight game against Northern Arizona on Saturday night, and it was Braden Housley who hit a game-tying 3 with about 6 seconds left before NAU won on a late tip-in by Jaden Jackson. Thunderbirds going from right to left. Southern Utah has never won in Bozeman. 0-15. Housley at the top around a screen. Working on Eddie Turner defensively. Bounce to Johnson on the left side. Back to Housley at the top. Moving right around a screen. 10 to shoot. Housley to the mid-post right side. Backing it out. 7 to shoot. Up to Young. 5. Young on the drive. Spinning, fall away, mid-range jumper. No, Rob Ford's got the rebound. Bobcats get a stop with 75 seconds left, leading by 2. Ford into the front court. Bobcats have 1 timeout left. Southern Utah has 2. Eddie Turner over to the left wing. Fans get quiet like it's a football game on offense. Patterson to the top, 10 to shoot. Bouncing to Duke on the left wing, 8. Still has it 7, bouncing underneath. Ford goes up, got blocked, ball loose, diving for it, out of bounds. Bobcat basketball. Close play, they're going to review it. The official was right on top of it. And we'll see, they're going to go ahead and review the possession.
Did that ball hit the rim when Rob Ford shot it is a question I have.
Looking at the replay right now, no,
nope.
It did not. It hit the bottom of the backboard. So
if the Cats have it, they're going to have 1.9 on the shot clock. It's going to be a short clock, so they're going to need a quick hitter to get this thing up. Try and get that lead extended.
So it is to the monitor.
Man, I just wish we had been to the monitor tonight one other time.
Taking a look at the slow motion replay as of right now. Looks like it's on Southern Utah. Yeah, I think this is going to be Montana State ball. Yeah, I think it's going to be Bobcat basketball. We'll double check though. Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. It depends on kind of who touched it first. Did that go off of Southern Utah? This actually is going to be pretty close. I thought it for sure was going to be Southern Utah initially, but
yeah. Now this is a worthy replay because you're talking about possession with 49 seconds to go in a 2-point ball game.
Right. Well, good. Okay, so we'll put this in the positive category.
Yeah, I'll take this one. You got to get this one right, no question.
Go ahead, and you're fair and balanced here. You're going to give credit when credit's due, and it is a tough call. And the official was in the right spot, but it was just
a bang bang,
yeah,
bang bang play, and
a lot of elbows and arms. Calling over the third official now to take a look at this thing. Now I'm looking at what the officials are looking at right now. They really have 2 looks, one from the baseline and one from the sideline. One from the sideline is really hard to see. I don't know. I'm looking at it. I don't know.
Is it, are we going with the indisputable video evidence kind of thought process here?
Maybe, yeah.
Call on the court
was to Montana State.
It was a Bobcat ball, so
it kind of looks like it goes off of Ford's knee initially, actually. And then, I don't know that the Thunderbird there touches it after. This might be off about Bobcats now. Now here I've switched my my point of view twice while I've watched the same slow motion replays that the officials are watching.
Isn't it that kind of the definition of it's not indisputable when you watch it 17 times?
I changed my opinion because I saw something different, and I think this is going to be Southern Utah ball.
Well,
and I think it was disputable or indisputable. Yeah,
they're gonna and they're also
okay. The official pointed the wrong way. Southern Utah ball. So it went off of Ford's knee, and then it initially had looked live like Southern Utah touched it, but in fact it did go off Ford's knee. The Southern Utah player never touched it again as it went out of bounds to the sideline. And then the official accidentally pointed toward Montana State. That was just a mistake. He then points back to the Thunderbirds. That's the right call.
Could we go back to the replay to see which way he pointed originally? No, it's the right call.
Yes.
So they got it right. They added some time. It was 49-1. It's now 49.8 seconds, and Southern Utah with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Okay, so they got it right. 76-74. Bobcats in front. Southern Utah with the ball. 45 seconds to go. Dominique Ford to the left wing. Crowd trying to come to life. Dominique to the left elbow. Down to the mid-post. Working from level to level. Down to the right block now. Hooks it up and in. Wow, what patience. 25 points from Dominique Ford. Tie game, 76 all.
Cats could play last shot here. There's about a minute or second and a half differential on the game clock, shot clock. So I'd say you want to run this down, go late clock.
That sounds like what the coaches are communicating to Eddie Turner right now. He's got a standing dribble, 10 to shoot. Takes it to the right wing, accelerating, going to the rack, righty layup, up, rimming. No, he missed it. Dominique Ford the rebound, 3 seconds left in regulation. Ford to Housley, half court heat for the win. No, off the backboard, ricochets off the inside of the iron, and we've got extra basketball. Wow.
Free basketball right there.
What a wild sequence. Eddie Turner got a slashing opportunity to the cup on the right side. Could not finish. That is the third time this year Montana State has had a late look that could have won it, and they were unable to finish it. And as a result, we've got extra basketball, second overtime game at the Brick already. Serving all your garage door needs, StoreTech is raising the door on quality. So 76 points apiece as we head to OT.
Tough thing about that last sequence is the same as the first half. If you remember, Rob Ford went with 11 seconds left. He did not score. Housley hits a three on the other end, and Southern Utah cuts into the lead at half. In that one, Eddie Turner also went with 11 seconds left. Shot it too early, didn't get it. And then Housley had a look at a three. This one not nearly as good as the other, but Bobcats twice in those late half situations going just a hair early, creating an opportunity for the opponent.
Well, and then there was also the overturned call where they gave Ford the foul, and then they flipped over that flagrant, and that led to the 2 free throws for Southern Utah. They hit them both, and Ford only hit one. And so, yeah, there's been
goaltending in the first half. Bobcats should have 78 on the clock if we stay with the call on the court.
And if they had just let it go and correctly called it at the moment, Cats would have had another possession right there. And there was a 3-point shot that Braden Housley hit right after that. So,
yeah.
A lot of things stacking up in front of the Bobcats, and Montana State trying to run through that brick wall today, and we get a second Prime Lending tip-off. Prime Lending, home loans made simple.
Yeah, and fouls could be a big thing here. Returner's got 4. Fala and Ford for Southern Utah both have 4, and those are probably 2 of their better players, or at least most significant players here tonight. Fala on the in and around the paint, and Ford has got 25 points.
4 fouls for Turner, Garone, and Naduka today.
Is this like hockey where you can kick them out for the false jump?
They did not, and the Bobcats win the Prime Lending tip-off to begin overtime. Cats going from left to right as we start the first overtime period, tied at 76.
And Garaki's the guy who gets the Bobcats the first possession.
Out to the top for Eddie Turner. Around to Garaki on the left wing. He's poured in 22 today to follow up the 29-point performance on Saturday. Backing down to the left block. Turns, righty hook. That is short, and they call the offensive foul. Clearing the space. Foul on Garaki, his third. They're going to look at it. Now we're getting to see the competitive fire of Coach Logie today.
Are we actually going to review this?
They are. Yeah, he's trying to back in and use that shoulder right into the chest. Kind of extended the chicken wing a little bit.
I mean, live, I thought the call was right. I thought the foul was offensive, but it's one of those things where now you're going to slow it down, and who knows where it goes.
Right. Because if that elbow came out and caught him in the jaw, that's got a chance to be a flagrant one.
Yeah.
So they are taking a look at it. They're looking from the opposite baseline right now, and that's kind of a screen. Let's see, looking at it slow motion as Garacki was backing in. The initial contact of the shoulder is what threw his head back. So they didn't have an angle there. They go to the other baseline that's closer now. I don't think that elbow caught him in the face. I think the initial look looked like it. The elbow kind of caught him under the armpit, like underneath the arm.
Yeah. So I've been a little critical of how it affects the pace of play, flow of play.
Yeah.
Are you with me yet? Because we have now had 5 reviews in the last, count this now, in the last minute and 14 of game time action. 5 different reviews in a minute 14. We have, you've lost all flow in a game that had unbelievably good flow, great play, and now we're just sitting around watching people watch TVs.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I do agree with you. I've mostly been playing devil's advocate. At the same time, the question then is, okay, which of those replays do you actually need? The possession
the out of bounds was the one.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
All the other ones are superfluous, just waste of time.
So they are still looking here to see if there's anything extra for Garacki. They have finished looking at the monitor. Kind of hard to tell. I think it's about 50-50. I think the elbow, when I was looking at it, maybe got underneath the arm of the defender, not up to his face. And the initial offensive foul was the shoulder to the chest. And now they are discussing it. So while they do that, I want to remind you that Bobcat Basketball is presented in part by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food. Order from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. There's McDonald's not too far, just down Main Street.
Just on Main Street.
Officials talking, deciding if they're going to give anything extra.
The other thing I've long advocated for is a shot clock on the review.
Now that's something I can get behind.
You know, put 45 seconds on the clock. If it's not reviewable in 45 seconds, then it's obviously not so indisputable that it needs to get reviewed.
Yeah, but what if, you take that extra few seconds and you get that extra, you splice them together the way they stitch them together, and now you see it, you do see something that is indisputable.
We're not looking for perfection here, though. That's the whole thing.
Okay, see, and that is the whole difference, right? I'm sure people want that perfection of what the officials
You're not going to get it.
Even with the reviews.
Right, because we could go review every single foul call tonight, and I'll guarantee you there's a couple of them that shouldn't have been called, and a couple that got missed.
Common foul.
All right, so.
All of that?
Yeah.
For the common foul?
4 minutes of your life gone for nothing.
Poof, burned.
Done. And everybody else here listening and enjoying this awesome game. So, yeah. I thought the foul call on the floor was correct.
Right.
I thought Garacki initiated the contact. I think it was Young, might have been just taking it. But at the end of the day, I suppose we got it right.
Well, one thing maybe, because the players now is Southern Utah inbounds, and players now know if you throw your head back and say, I got hit in the face, official's going to go review it. What if now you say, hey, if we go and review it and there was nothing, now you give a foul to the player who embellished it too much.
Right, or it costs the coaches a timeout if the coach wants to call for the review. Like, instead of the reviews coming from the officials, have them come from the coaches.
Young misses a topside three. Fight for the rebound. Won by Southern Utah. Fala blocked and fouled. Garacki came in from behind as Fala went up for a two-hand dunk. And that's the fourth on Garacki. So 4 Bobcats have 4 fouls. Turner, Garacki, Naduka, and Garone. And Garacki's picked up 2 in 46 seconds.
Oh, and I tell you what, if that went to review, that would get overturned. There's no question that was a clean block from behind by Garacki. So we're reviewing things that don't matter, and we don't review the thing that actually did matter.
Fala puts in the free throw. It matters on multiple fronts, not only on the scoreboard, but also in the foul trouble.
Yeah, no question about it. That one right there, a good slow motion replay on the in-house cam. Pretty easy call, or no call, I should say.
Fala puts in the second free throw, so he's got a dozen. And then where the officials are organized, you got a pretty good angle there.
Yeah.
All right. So, officials aren't shooting a perfect game.
And I would never expect them to. Just like I wouldn't expect the players or the coaches to call a perfect game.
Or broadcasters, for that matter.
For that matter.
Cats down 2 after the Fala 2 free throws. 4 minutes remaining in overtime. Naduka hands it off for Eddie Turner. He's at the top, works his way to the elbow, picks up the dribble and slings to Patterson. Bounce to Naduka. On the right elbow, skips into the left corner. Turner, 5 to shoot. Turner drives the baseline, gets underneath, 4. Out to Garacki, 3. Tries a contested 3, airballed it. Ford saved it, heaves it up. No, shot clock violation.
Yeah, and that's again where the Bobcats make an extra pass too late in the shot clock. There's a point at which you get down under 4 seconds. You've just got to go try and score, and the extra pass isn't helpful.
3:42 remaining in overtime. Second overtime game already. We've had so much work. Bill Lamberty had to go get some more ink for his printer. He's coming back with some more ink right now. Walking around, opening it in stride. That's efficiency. Housley on the left wing. Takes it to the free throw line. Still has to dribble down to the mid-post right side and has to back it on out. Housley bent over the bounce. 10 to shoot. Bounce down to Fala. Up with the right hand. No good. And they called the foul on Naduka. And Naduka is done. Boy, he really looked like he was trying not to foul there as he was backing up.
Yeah, I felt like he had verticality. I see the replay. Definitely had verticality. He's bailing out of there.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah, that's a tough thing. Boy, howdy. Close calls here late on the fouls, but non-reviewable.
Would you like him to go to the monitor and fix that?
No, I'd just rather they call it right. But I do think it takes a burden off the officials with the replay, and I just think it's human nature. If you don't have to get it right, then you're less likely to get it right than if you absolutely have to get it right in live play.
2 tough calls inside for Montana State. Free throw by Fala is good. And Naduka fouls out with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Sponsored by Ware Mental Health Services. Fala's next free throw is good.
The other thing the free throws do is it allows Rob Jeter to take Fala out to keep him protected on the defensive end from fouls. He's been able to go back and forth with him these last couple possessions of overtime.
Now him and Dominique Ford playing with 4 fouls. Brandon Walker now into the ball game. He gives it to Garone. Passed it on the right wing. Moving left. Still beyond the arc. Bounce to the right wing. Walker crossing over, backing up. On the right block, back to the basket. Spins and has to kick it out. Almost traveled. Garone driving the baseline with 7 to shoot. Gets underneath. Lefty layup on the reverse. No. Garacki, the offensive rebound, takes it back. Pestered in the lane, gets rid of it to Garone. The Cats reset. Down by 4 with the ball. Trailing 80-76. 10 to shoot. Walker spins right, back left, up. That's no good, but draws the foul. Going right at Brock Felder, who picks up his 3rd. And Brandon Walker going to the line for key free throws. And then Dominique Ford and Fala will check back in.
Heck of a basketball game, man. I tell you, both these teams, all these players, they've left it out here for now 42 and a quarter minutes. They have just battled and battled and battled. Somebody's got to come away and make a play down the stretch.
Walker makes a play with the free throw line. Up to 15 points now. Pretty balanced game here for Brandon Walker. 8 points in that first half. It's up to 15 points now with another free throw coming.
Ford, Patterson, Garacki all going to break 40 minutes again.
Through the silence and the twine. 16 points for Brandon Walker. Got some gamers in the blue and gold. Matt Logie pumping up the crowd, waving his arms. 2-point lead for Southern Utah with the ball. Housley into the lane, lays it up and in. Man, what a tough finish by Braden Housley. He's got 21.
Southern Utah 3 for 3 in the second half. 2 points, in overtime, 2 points on every possession thus far.
Ford out of the right wing. 2.25 remaining in the game. Ford drives, clear path to the right block and lays it in. 11 points for Robert Ford. 2-point lead for Southern Utah.
Another chance for the defense to step up.
Dominique Ford driving on Garone, pulls up with a runner off the glass. No. Fight for the rebound. Offensive board, back up and through. Prophet Johnson able to finish. He's got 6. Bobcats only -1 on the glass, even with that. Ford curling, gets inside, lays it up, got to the rack and laid it in. Robert Ford's got 13. Gritty performance.
Rob is gassed. He's not been off the floor but about a minute and a half here all night.
Fala has it taken away by Ford, and they call a jump ball. Ford came in, grabbed it with two hands as Fala had it up, and Ford had his legs, his momentum kind of going forward, and that had him coming down and landing on his shoulders.
Yeah, and that'll be Southern Utah basketball. The Bobcat, Karaki won the tip in overtime, so all of a sudden.
Coach Logie saying he stole the ball and got thrown to the ground. Rob Jeter, even the head coach for Southern Utah, patting Ford on the head saying, "It's good work, big fella."
It's a heck of a play, honestly. It's just kind of Rob's instincts to make that play. He basically stole the ball. He won't get credit for it, but he stole the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a case where he got his hands locked up on it and his legs carried his momentum, which is what brought him down. 8 to shoot. Housley to the left wing. 5. Housley with 4, still dribbling. Puts up a contested 3. No, long. Rebound. Ford makes the catch as he jumps over the baseline and fires it off of Dominique Ford on the ground, and it goes out of bounds. Bobcat basketball. What an effort by Rob Ford.
Yeah, Rob Ford gets himself a double-double with a couple layups late and a couple rebounds here in overtime. He's just all about energy. Now, Bobcats need to tie this up or take the lead.
Black, blue, and gold. Rob Ford. Gritty performance tonight. He's been doing it all year. 2-point deficit. Ford on the drive, getting down to the right block. Lays it up through contact. No. And the rebound is Southern Utah. Wow. Boy, he went into 3 black jerseys. Housley fighting it. 45 seconds left in overtime. Ford nearly took it away. Johnson at the half-court line. They're burning the clock down.
What?
And then a foul on Garone, and Garone just fouled out.
And he fouled intentionally there. It just doesn't make sense. You're down to 14 seconds on the shot clock. You've got plenty of differential. Now you're putting Southern Utah at the free throw line.
He thought he heard foul, and they said no foul.
Yeah, there you go.
So a mistake, a miscommunication. So Johnson goes to the line. And that is good.
Kind of interesting. We used to have the call red. That was the foul call when you hear red, red, red. That way it made it clear. Unfortunately for the Cats right there, that one goes against them.
Lighting it up again. And Johnson hits them both. 8 points for Prophet Johnson. Timeout called by Southern Utah. 38 seconds left. 4-point lead for the Thunderbirds, up 86-82, and it's Montana State basketball. I don't know how Rob Ford's even up right now. He is just absolutely gassed.
Yeah, he's left it all out there tonight, and Montana State has, Southern Utah has. It's been a heck of a ball game. Now the Bobcats with 38 seconds, down 4. Going to need a quick one here. You know Southern Utah's not going to want to foul, so you give it to Rob Ford, you give it to Eddie Turner, tell him to put their head down, go to the rim, and then you're going to have to start fouling. And the hard thing with Southern Utah is who are you going to start fouling? They are really good at the line. Housley 7 for 9 tonight. Johnson's 4 for 4. Young's 3 for 4. Ford's 8 for 8. Fala's 8 for 9. You just don't have anybody who's going to be on the court who doesn't make free throws at a really high clip.
Now, overall, Housley's only 57% coming into the game, but he's been hot tonight.
Yep.
And Fala's 64% coming into the game, but he's been hot as well. Cats into the front court. Ford out the right wing, dials up a 3-ball. Count it. Rob Ford, dynamite from downtown. We got a 1-point game. Southern Utah up 86-85 with 33 seconds to go, and a prime lending timeout called by Montana State. Where does Rob Ford find the juice on a game like this? They're checking the clock.
And Rob Ford has the Bobcats' last 7 points, 7 of the 9 in overtime. He has been the man down the stretch trying to will his team to find a way to win this thing. But the three's a big one because now a foul, you're a 1 possession game either way. If you go for the 2 there, a foul, they can make free throws, push it back to 4. So the Bobcats, it's tough to play this all the way down because Southern Utah can really, really run clock. You wouldn't have much time, but it's something where maybe now you can give up some time, make it get in the hands of the guy you want to foul. If that's Housley because of his season-long percentage, he'll have it early. But to me, you don't want to foul the first guy at this point. You want to get it in the hands of the guy you want to get it in and get him on the line, see what you can do from there.
When you are deciding who you want to foul, how much are you looking at what a guy has done that night versus what their numbers are on the season?
Yeah, I'm a big proponent toward you got to look at the overall, you got to play the numbers game. But the challenge with Southern Utah is there's just not many guys to really look at tonight. So you got to definitely go to the numbers game based just on what's happened. You just don't miss anything.
So that would be Housley you want to foul here. You're looking at those numbers. Fala's also at 64%. That would be another good guy to foul if you can. Of course, they know that. Dominique Ford, who's their star, he's 81%. They do get it into Housley's hands. Double team trap back to Dominique Ford. He's on the left sideline. He's into the front court now. Oh, Ford just went down. No call. They thought it was going to be an offensive foul. Dominique Ford out on the right sideline. Triple team back to Zion Young. Fires down to Fala. They're burning the clock down, and then the foul from Ford comes. So Rob Ford with his 3rd foul. And Rob went down when Dominique Ford extended an arm.
Oh, and the official's arm started to move up. Yeah. He held it. You see that? Oh, that's too bad. But anyway, Young is one of the few guys that have missed a free throw tonight.
And 71% of the year.
And they've got 17 seconds. So plenty of time to go get a 3 or a 2, quite frankly. Don't have to settle for a 3 on this next possession if you're down 3.
Zion Young puts in the first. He's up to 12 points today. Averages 12.5 a game. Actually started at Western Illinois with Rob Jeter and then went to Oakland and then came over here his first year here. Here we go. Young again, knocking it down. He puts them both in. 88-85, Southern Utah. 17 seconds left in overtime. Bobcat basketball going from left to right at home. Into Eddie Turner, working along the left sideline, angling across the center logo. Gives it to Garacki. Takes it to the left wing, puts up an early 3. Rimming, no. Brandon Walker the board, back up, no, but he draws the foul. And he will go to the line. So they wanted that quick 3. Sibley picks up his 2nd, and Walker going to the stripe.
Yeah, now the question is, does Coach Logie have him miss this? If he makes the first, obviously got to make the first. I think you got to intentionally miss the 2nd just based on 6.5 seconds. If you make both, well, you still have 6 seconds. You can play it either way, really. You have enough time to go either way.
And he missed the first. So still 3-point game. Fala comes back in. 88-85 Southern Utah. Just not enough so far. It's been a great game. 8 ties, 8 lead changes. Cats have led for a majority of this one. The free throw is good. So it's a 2-point game with 6.5 seconds left. Sam Lekalot in. Brandon Walker to the bench.
Nothing better than a steal right here if you can find a way to get it.
All right, here we go. Cats setting up the full court press. Of the baseline, Zion Young hopping to his right. Gets it into Housley, and Ford with a quick foul as he came around with a rake. So Housley will go to the line, so you get the freshman who shoots under 60% at the stripe in a 2-point game.
And need him to miss 1 of 2. Obviously, you prefer he misses the first if he's going to miss 1. Make it easy to get the ball in and go the other way. 5.5 seconds is a ton. I'd expect Rob Jeter to use a timeout if it's a 2nd make.
First free throw, no good. So we're going to maintain a 1-possession game. Jeter's got 2 timeouts. Logie's got 1. Sibley in. Places Fala.
Now this makes it interesting because he misses here. You're going head down, go to the rim as hard as you can in 5.5 seconds.
Housley's free throw is short. Long rebound. Tyler Patterson has it. 4 seconds to Ford. 3. Ford calls the timeout with 1.8 left in the front court.
They'll review that. I think they're going to add at least a couple tenths here. Get this up over 2 seconds.
Bring in John Olmstead for some size and maybe a late tip-in, which is how Northern Arizona beat Southern Utah on Saturday as they review the clock during the timeout. So this is a good review, right, because it's already a timeout and they're just looking at the clock.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the review at all. I'm a little surprised, though, that the Bobcats didn't try and take that all the way to the rim right there because you got an unset defense. You had Rob Ford one-on-one with Young. You know, you go to the rim, see if you can't either draw a foul or go ahead and get there and finish it and find a way to win it.
All right, well, we'll see, and we'll see who they draw this shot up for now. So you're down by 2 with the ball, 1.8 left, and they're going to, again, adjust the clock. But about 2 seconds left, 3 seconds. You got enough time to get something in here and make a choice.
Yeah, and you've got it basically sideline left at about probably 30 feet from the basket. So it's definitely one of those things where I think you got plenty of time. You got options here. You can go for the win. You know, you can run a sideline out of bounds play for a 3. You can run it to get it in. If you get it in, you'd love to get it in at the top to give your guard a driving lane either direction. And then ultimately the Bobcats get an extra 3/4 of a second here, 2.5 now. That's at least 2 dribbles if it's a quick catch and drive. So got plenty of time.
All right, here we go. 2.5 left in overtime. Bobcats with the ball down 2, inbounding on the left sideline of their own offensive zone. Tyler Patterson, Brian Garacki, Sam Leclerc, Rob Ford, and John Olmstead are on the floor, and a timeout called by Southern Utah as they see how everything comes out, and now they want to be able to draw things up. Cats have been in this situation a couple times. They're 4-5. Things feel, I think, in some ways maybe worse than they are because of that Rocky Mountain loss. That's going to make everything feel terrible. And then you lose at Washington, fairly to be expected, right? But, I mean, you look at how close Montana State has been in some games. They give up the lead against Long Beach State, which went on and beat USC. You had the overtime game against Green Bay with a look at the end from Garacki that didn't fall. You had a look at the end against Seattle U. You've beaten Riverside. Now you're here against Southern Utah, a team with good speed, good athleticism, and you're right down to the wire. One bucket makes all the difference.
Yeah, and like you said, like things feel a little bit differently. And I think it started with the Long Beach State game because those last 5 minutes, you felt like you had kind of the thing in hand.
Totally.
And then it just kind of fell apart. Then the Rocky Mountain, then the Washington. And Washington, like you said, that is what it is. But you rebound against Sagu. You play great here today against Southern Utah, and you have a chance to get this thing and extend the game or win it right now if you want to go for the throat.
And regardless of if this shot goes in or not, there's a lot to build on in this game. It's just going to feel way better to build on a win.
Yeah, it always is, isn't it?
All right, here we go. 2.5 left in overtime. Bobcats down by 2, trailing 88-86. The Cats will inbound on the left sideline of their own offensive zone. Tyler Patterson looking to do it. He fires it down to the right side. Caught by Olmstead. Out to Garacki. Pumps the right wing 3. Gets it off for the win. Got it. Ball game over. Bobcats win. Brian Garacki off the dime from John Olmstead. Buries the game-winning 3 from the right wing. 89-88 Montana State. The late pump fake in the final second. And he got it off. They'll review, but it looked good live.
Oh, it was definitely good live. I put my hands up. As soon as he caught it, you knew it was good. But how about that as a drawn-up play? You throw the lob to the guy that's almost 7 feet and then kick it out to the shooter.
Oh, yeah.
No question, it's good. Ball game, Cats.
Ball game. Brian Garacki, the game winner. Oh, every great season gets a turning point. Cats had a turning point win against Southern Utah last year. And, boy, this is certainly one that gets things moving in the right direction.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, Southern Utah's not going to play a Big Sky team on the road again.
Yeah.
They cannot get a break. I'd love to see it one more time. I don't know if we can get another view of it, but what a tremendous finish.
Boy, Tyler Patterson down to John Olmstead. So Patterson was on the left sideline. He lobbed it down to the right block where John Olmstead was. Olmsted made the catch and threw that ball while still in the air to Brian Garacki. He had a closeout defender coming at him. Garacki, with the patience, had a pump fake and then got it off, still within that final second, and that's the game-winning three-point shot, and the Bobcats get the win. And boy, the look on Matt Logi's face after that one, just a pure smile and a kiss to his family in the second row. That was a hard-fought, gritty victory as Montana State wins it on Brian Garacki's overtime three-point shot, and Montana State wins 89-88. Cats get back to 500 at 5-5. Southern Utah falls to 3-8. What a play!
What a play! And I'll tell you what, it takes some guts to call a set where you throw the lob to the big guy and have the big guy make the kick-out pass, get the assist, and knock it down. Big-time win for Montana State.
Brian Garacki, the game winner. And the Cats win it 89-88 in overtime. We're taking a break. Again, Montana State wins in overtime 89-88 against Southern Utah. They stay perfect 16-0 all time against Southern Utah at the Brick. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock-bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence. The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Prime Lending, home loans made simple. Equal housing lender. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. This is Bobcat Postgame.
The second signature win in the Coach Logie era is a game-winning, buzzer-beating 3 from Brian Garacki in overtime, and the Bobcats win it 89-88 over Southern Utah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Ribbon Chop House, home premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Well, Brian, Coach Logi's got 2 signature wins now, right? The win at Cal. He's got this one, and I know that 3-game losing streak was a hearty punch to the gut for a lot of Bobcat fans, but that is one you can hang your hat on right there.
Yeah, and you turn a 3-game losing streak into a 2-game winning streak. Head down to Cal State Northridge on Friday and see if you can make it 3 in a row, and you got some momentum. That's, that 11 days off, that may be the moment we look back on and say this team really came into their own. I thought the game against Sagu, you saw a lot of purposeful penetration. They were trying to create for each other and find shots and make plays. That happened. Big win, 25-point win, score 100 points. Come in tonight, that carries over. You're seeing that momentum. And what it does, too, is it just helps the players buy into what they're being told. They buy into the system. They buy into what's happening. And a guy like Brian Garacki, he's bought in. He's played with Coach. He's been to the Final Four. He understands what life is like in a Matt Logie system. But now he's helping everybody else buy in. And it's really fun to see, good to watch, and excited for this club.
Right, and interesting, too, hearing from the guys before the season started. Tyler Patterson said something interesting, that having Brian Garacki here, having a player knowing what the system's supposed to look like and help to kind of translate that coach speak is immeasurable. And you mentioned it during this game tonight. We see Garacki's confidence continuing to rise, and now he's a guy who has had a missed game-winning opportunity against Green Bay already once on his floor. Today, they hit the game-winning 3. They go for the 3, go for the win, go for the jugular, and they get the dub.
They get the dub is all that matters. It's funny, you sit out on the recruiting trail in April, July, all that stuff, and all you're thinking about is, what your record was, because that's all that matters at that point. It doesn't matter you hit a 3 to win or you screwed up in a million different ways, but you still won. At the end of the day, it goes in the left-hand column, and that's all anyone cares about.
Right. I mean, we said it before the shot. No matter what happens on that shot, the Bobcats have plenty to build on, but it's so much easier to get them to buy in when you're building off a win like that, and the Cats have one. All right, we're going to take a break. Plenty more to get to. We'll hear from Coach Logie here in just a little bit. We'll get you a full rundown of the scoring as Montana State wins in overtime, 89-88 on the Brian Garacki game-winning, buzzer-beating right-wing 3. More of the Ribbon Chop House postgame show coming up. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Howland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Back on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Montana State wins it today, 89-88 in overtime. Brian Garacki with the game-winning shot tonight. And Montana Creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you, and we'll be back at the Ribbon Chop House on Tuesday, January 2nd, every week at the Ribbon Chop House, Tuesday nights at 6:30. Montana State improves to 5-5. Southern Utah falls to 3-8, and another classic. This one with the Bobcats winning it in overtime. I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, and now joined by head coach Matt Logie. Coach, congrats on the win. Tell me a little bit about that play design, lobbing it into Olmsted in a 2-point game and dialing up Garaki's 3.
Yeah, it's something that that we've worked on for end-of-game situations. Our guys executed it terrifically well, and then Brian made a great read on the closeout. A lot of times kids panic in that situation, but he had the poise to understand they were going to fly. Got himself a great look, and that's what he does. He makes big shots.
Felt like this was potentially the most complete game in terms of offense, defense, rebounding, hustle plays, the effort out there for 45 minutes tonight. If just felt that way. Do you agree with that? How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, we're getting better, man. I mean, we're getting better. We held them to 35% from the field. We got to figure out how to get more loose balls and more rebounds. We know that. They know that. We have to grow in that area. But we were trying really hard. We were trying really hard, and our guys just hung in there. We had a lot of things not. Our theme for tonight was it takes what it takes, and whether that takes 40 minutes or 45, you got to come from behind, or you got to make a shot late. Our guys never quit believing.
Yeah, there's no question. Couple of possessions could have been big possessions into the first half. Rob Forbes has it. He attacks with about 11 seconds to go, and then Housley hits the 3 after the miss. End of regulation, Eddie Turner goes with about 11. And they get another 3, Housley to win, didn't make it.
Yeah.
Is that a little earlier than you were hoping, or how were you?
Yeah, we were hoping to go at 8, to try to get the shot somewhere around 3 or 4 seconds, and then you still have a chance for maybe offensive rebound. But those are the things that you learn from, and we'll grow from that. We had some unfortunate things too. The goaltend that they reversed, if the rule was different, we would have had the ball underneath out of bounds. But the way the rule is set up, they let the game keep going, and then they change it later. So, I'm just proud of what our guys overcame. They overcame a lot of adversity. We were in control for the most part. Couldn't quite create separation, but for them to battle back like that, really proud of them.
And finally, Robert Ford, what an effort. So gritty. Played almost 45 minutes today. What do you see from this kid's heart and soul?
I mean, he represents what this team is about. We're just going to fight, and darn it, it's not always pretty. It's not always what I'm telling them to do, but you can't put that heart into somebody. And really proud of him. And I wish he would not start shooting right now and go in the treatment room. But he's just a competitor, man. And we can go to war with guys like that.
Well, sometimes you can only say you work a little too hard, and that's what we're seeing. We love to see it. Coach, congrats on another signature win. That was a sight to behold.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, that was head coach Matt Logie as the Bobcats win at 89-88 over Southern Utah in overtime. We're taking a break. More of the Ribbon Chop House postgame show after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
At Prime Lending, our one-of-a-kind mortgage approach combines a personal touch with just enough technology to turn a traditionally complex process into something better. Think of us like your home buying coach, friend, cheerleader, and teammate, all in one. From application to closing, we are your home loan partners that have your back every step of the way. Reach out to your local Prime Lending team to experience a home loan made simple. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender. World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Back to the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. Montana State winning it today, 89-88 over Southern Utah in overtime. Another absolute classic against Southern Utah. Something about the Thunderbirds bring out the lightning and the Bobcats. Let's take a listen now to our First Security Bank highlights of the ball game. We can hear those at this moment. Garacki with the dribble, 5. Garacki left around a screen, dials up a contested 3, got it. Gives it to Ford. He dials up a topside 3, count it. Rob Ford, who had 7 of those last time out, buries his first 3 of the day. And it's stripped free, and it's taken away. Walker and Turner team up for the steal. Turner pushing the other way. Patterson, transition 3, count it. The dive from Turner, the 3 from Patterson. Cats up 19-16. Back to the basket against Fala. Spins left shoulder, righty hook. Kisses it off the window and in. Duca hands it off for Patterson. Quick trigger 3. Yep. Bounce to Duca into the paint on the right side. Steps through, lefty up and in. Chika Naduka showed a little touch. 65 seconds to go in the first half. Bounce down to Garacki and he lays it in. Beautiful find by Chika Naduka. Brian Garacki cleans it up. He's got 5. Backing it down, lays it up with the right hand through contact, able to finish. 10 points for Brandon Walker, who's getting involved. Didn't matter. Scarone off the inbounds pass. Baseline jumper is pure. Forward to the right wing, bounce to Naduka into the paint. Spinning, pivoting, righty hook, rimming. Good! Little touch from Chika Naduka. Board by Lekalot. Kicks it out. Left wing 3. Garone reins it in. Skip to the left wing. Garacki open for 3. Book it. Down to the right block. Skip pass. Picked off. Sam Lekalot like a linebacker ripping it down with 2 hands. Now an alley-oop, and Garacki slams it down with 2 hands off the pass by Ford from the half-court line. Garacki for 3. Good off the glass. Banking it down. He fires it down to the right side, caught by Olmstead, out to Garacki, pumps the right wing 3, gets it off for the win. Got it, ball game over, Bobcats win. That's how it finished. Brian Garacki, the game-winning 3-point shot off a little pump fake from the Aware Mental Health Services assist by John Olmstead. So the Bobcats again winning 89-88 in overtime. We'll take another break. When we get back, the Ribbon Chop House postgame show will continue. Cats win it 89-88. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back in the Ribbon Chop House post-game show, Montana State winning it in overtime, 89-88 on the Brian Garacki 3 today. All right, Brian, let's get to some business here today. Let's get to our McDonald's delivery of the game, presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. Who you got?
No, it's a no-brainer. I mean, John Olmstead, 1 assist on the evening and only one that mattered, as he's the guy who catches the inbounds pass, turns, finds Brian Garacki for 3 to win.
And he caught that ball and delivered the pass all in the air. Never came down as he delivered that game-winning assist, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Up next, our Intermountain Health player of the game. Who you got?
I mean, come on, seriously. Like, dude hit the 3 to win it, scored 25. He's averaging 27 in the win streak. Like, there's no question Brian Garacki is the man right now.
Yeah, that's just Brian bias right there. Brian Garacki, the Intermountain Health player of the game today. Looking ahead for Montana State, presented by Vance Thompson Vision. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. Coming up next for Montana State, Friday at Cal State Northridge. 2 p.m. game. Mountain Time will be on the air at 1:45 for that. CSUN's been playing very well. They're 7-3. Their losses are to Lemoyne out of the NEC, Northern Colorado by 4, and they lost to Stanford. They also beat Idaho by 3. They're another first-year head coach. They're picked 10th out of 11 in the Big West, but they've been playing pretty darn well, so that's going to be a tough matchup coming up on Friday. All right, one final break, and when we get back, we will wrap it all up. Cats win it 89-88 in overtime over Southern Utah. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our guests and service are our top priorities. We've been serving Rocky Mountain community's signature steaks, delicious seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs for over 20 years. Whether you're celebrating an important milestone, want to watch a big game, or just grab lunch with friends, we're your local spot that feels like home. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, and Livingston, so you can enjoy Rib and Chop House across Montana. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you soon.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of. Woohoo, yeah! We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco. What? Coach? We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3. Conoco!
Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Back one final time on the River Chop House postgame show today. Montana State winning it by a final score of 89-88. Some of the numbers: Montana State overall shoots 47%, 9 of 21 from 3, 20 of 25 from the free throw line. Southern Utah 35%, 5 of 27 from 3, only 19%, and 33 of 39, 85% from the free throw line. Bobcats were +1 in the rebounding battle, 13 turnovers, 15 assists, and 6 steals. Southern Utah had 8 assists, 7 turnovers, and 9 steals. Bobcats led by the game winner from Brian Garacki, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 17 points from Brandon Walker, 16 points, 10 rebounds from Robert Ford, 16.6 rebounds from Chika Duduka, 8 points from Tyler Patterson, 7 from Jaden Garone, and 2 from Eddie Turner today. Lecolot and Olmsted did not score, but Olmsted had the game-winning assist as Montana State wins it 89-88. Up next for the Bobcats is on Friday against CSUN. The women are here on Thursday at 7 o'clock against North Texas. North Texas is a great team. They've been dominating. And then the Bobcats on the men's side, their next home game is January 3rd as part of the doubleheader with the women in the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. All right, Brian, heck of a win, and no matter how the season turns out, this one will be held dear.
Absolutely. Fun win. Great game. And again, I think this team's improved. The last, we'll call it 2 weeks, have been tremendous for them. The game against Sagu, the game tonight, but most importantly, I think those 10 practices that led into that, and can they keep that momentum going and build that as they head out on the road?
As they go out on the road to CSUN, who is 7-3. So the Cats are 5-5. Southern Utah goes to 3-8, and the Bobcats remain a perfect 16-0 all-time against Southern Utah at the Brick. All right, for Trevor Nominuk in the studios and Matt Logie for his time before and after the game, my partner is Brian Priebe, and I am Keaton Gillogly saying so long from the Brick. Pleasure to be with you today. Final score for the final time. Cats win it 89-88 in overtime. You've been listening to Bobcats